we started the fire.
Yes, the fire rises.
How come you don't want me, man?
I have failed this city.
Today we face the monsters that are at our door and bring the fight to them. We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. This day we fight!
That's how winning is done.
Happy Black Friday. Okay, I was trying to do Arnie, but it just turned into pirate, so I'm just gonna stop it right there. Hello, everybody. Happy holidays. Happy Black Friday. The one day of the year where we tear everyone to pieces for $5 towels. The day after we say we're thankful for everything.
See, I didn't leave my house today. I should have, in hindsight, but I was like, oh, online discounts will say have been pretty disappointing, except for on my website.
Yep.
Otherwise, yeah, they're not good. I'm going to be honest. I was disappointed with the lack of discounts.
Yeah.
You know, we should let
Honestly,
people
yeah.
know about these awesome comic discounts. Someone should put the link in the private chat.
Yeah, someone should do that.
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
be,
Somebody
maybe the
should
person who has the link should.
I
probably
know,
do it.
right?
I'm trying.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
welcome to the Friday night feature, everyone. With the one day of the month where we talk about all the films I was not allowed to talk about beforehand. So we got some special guests here.
Not allowed to.
Restrictive people, stupid people, I will say.
Oh, come on. I'm not that dumb.
No, you're just mobility impaired is all. So we have some special guests. You guys have seen them before. So first off, we have literally my favorite VTuber, like literally. We have the adorable Squidorable.
Hi, everybody.
Skidorwell, you're my favorite too by default because I can't name any other VTuber.
Well, I'll take it. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think if I know any. What's the one that got that was like revealed to be a guy and their thing plumb? There's been multiple of those, right?
Most of them.
That was the funny, like seeing that clip, the despair
Yeah,
on the guy's face when it sets in. He's like, "No, it disappeared from."
Yeah, modern VTuber software doesn't allow for that anymore. They proofed against that pretty quickly once that guy's thing happened.
It's so funny to me.
Oh man, that's something.
But yeah, every VTuber, everybody gets the accusation that you're a 45-year-old man. Like that's just what you're an older man and you're a pervert. But you know,
But
some
only
of us
one
are
of those
actually
things is-
women.
Wait, are you telling me you're not actually a squid?
I'm a squid.
I believe you. I believe you.
Totally a squid.
No.
Yes, she is a squid, guys. We won't hear any squid slander here.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. And next up on the list is the amazing, the phenomenal, the editor for Screecher Volume 2, who's, by the way, doing a great job calling me out on all my bad habits. We have Vaughn Coleman.
Thank you. Listen, man, it's I just realized today I've written the first 8 issues multiple times. I'm like, oh my god, I was like in bed last night, and then it just something, or while I was watching Stranger Things, it just something hit me. I'm like, how was I overlooking this? So it happens.
Yeah.
Luckily, I've been getting better. I just instead of despairing, just going into it. But it's been good.
Every comic writer needs
Every
one
writer.
editor to politely tell them your stuff sucks. Here's how it can be.
Well,
better.
yours doesn't suck.
Well, now it's in a lot better place. I mean, it's not finished yet, but it's a lot better. But enough glazing you.
Yeah, please.
We have the co-host extraordinaire, the man who has literally helped keep this thing on track. We have Jason Ingram.
What's up, everyone? Yeah, I should have a glass of White Russian next to me for this movie, but I don't.
That sounds good.
Wait, what is White Russian made of again?
I know it's made of cream. The only reason I know that is because of Catwoman.
Yeah, no, it's shoot, it's
Vodka, Kahlua. Yeah, it's like there's that that scene in Catwoman where she goes to the bar.
Oh, I was
she
thinking of
orders
the Big
White Russian.
Lebowski.
It's like hold everything.
Yeah, it's the
it's
Big
like cream,
Lebowski.
straight up. As she just drinks it, and the guy's just giving her like this look. It's like
All right, it is ice, 2 ounces vodka, 1 ounce cafe liqueur, and 2 ounces of chilled heavy cream.
Yep.
It's dope, dude. I gotta try. I don't know if I've had one.
I've had one more than once. My friend was doing a
You
white
alcohol.
elephant. No, my friend was giving out a White Russian gift that is just a bowling pin and a boxed White Russian.
That is nice.
So since
wait,
you
was
know
the
the
alcohol in? Was the alcohol actually like a bottle you unscrew the top and the
no, just all the ingredients for it. And
Oh wow! So you got to make it yourself.
well, no, the thing is, he had the glass of the alcohol needed for it. So yeah, I made the glass, or rather, the one person who knows how to do it did it. It wasn't that bad, and I've drunk it ever since.
So, speaking of bad decisions, let's talk about the movie that we're here to talk about. So, I thought it was really fitting to do this movie. We're doing Jingle all the way. I thought it was really fitting to do it on Black Friday. Kind of got that same kind of energy. This film is, it's derided a lot, but I think it's kind of secretly brilliant. But the other thing is,
dude, it's also kind of based unintentionally. We'll get into why it's based. But my
Yeah.
friend pointed it out, and yeah, it kind of is.
but from my look standpoint, this film has held up beautifully. Like, if you were to tell me that this was a Netflix original movie that came out literally yesterday, I would believe it because I watched like the HD version and the clothes. The only thing that dates it are the cars and the tech. But even then, it's like if you're not paying attention, you would think it was a film that was shot yesterday just because it looks really good.
Yeah. No, it does. The only thing I rewatched it last night as well. The only thing I noticed that was a little weird was when he was flying around, the smoke to look a little fakey. But that's something you can overlook,
But for
especially as
96, that's really good effects.
no,
Yeah.
it wasn't bad at all.
Well, back then they were actually using as best they can fake smoke, because if it was real smoke, it would be toxic, dangerous, all kinds
Like
of
that shot where he's flying around the city. Like, I could see that being in a Netflix special, like a Netflix movie kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
And like the parts where he's like it's clearly wire work, and the 90s were a weird decade because it was when CG was just starting to become viable for like the average movie, but they were still using a lot like a lot of practical effects. So there's a lot of movies in the 90s, especially like early to mid 90s, where there's a mixture of CGI and practical in a way that you never saw anywhere else.
Well, I'm gonna blame Jurassic Park for that one, but I mean that
T2
came
as
out
well.
in the night.
T2 did it too, right?
Yeah.
T2 was like, it talks about how revolutionary VFX were, and the majority of them, the overwhelming majority of them were practical.
Yeah.
Wasn't Jurassic Park, a lot of it was practical too, right?
A lot of it was practical, but the
Yeah.
ones that weren't practical, that were CG, were when like the raptors were moving around and doing all that. When you saw them run.
Basically, like if you look at behind, they built a giant T-Rex. So like that scene where the T-Rex goes down, breaks the windows, and the children are frightened. They are actually frightened because you have like a T-Rex with a head the size of a Volkswagen Beetle just crushing down on you. Like, I'm sorry, I would be scared too.
Yeah, I'd be terrified.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't in good faith say, oh no, I wouldn't be terrified. No, at their age, I'd be terrified.
We're on this conversation.
Let's just
Kinda
put it this way.
okay.
If I was there, things would have gone down a whole lot different.
You would have shoot her.
I just be like, hey man, like what have you like those anti-bullying ads, like stop this right now. And the T-Rex would have been like, okay.
Go to your room. He's like, okay, Dad.
All right.
Dude, Land Before Time, I would have like befriended it.
Oh, man.
Sharptooth. I mean, they did. I think they did befriend Sharptooth's son or something.
Yeah, they did. Well, was it? Wait on, was Sharptooth? Which? All right, fuck. I feel like a fake fan. No, I've seen because it's been a while since I've seen these movies.
Dude, there's like 16 of them, and they came out over like a 20-year period. Most of them are direct-to-DVD slop. It's okay, man.
I remember back when they were direct to VHS.
Oh, fine, direct-to-VHS. Because I think the last one came out in like 2016, so...
Oh, God, I'm going to look that
Then
up.
they had like a TV series, didn't they? Like
I think they did.
I think
All
the
right,
last one that I
look
saw
up
was like
Land
Land Before
Before
Time, like
Time,
4 or 5.
In order, and we're just our watching order, and we're just going to see how much.
Jenny Nichols did a video on it. It's wild. Like she watched
Oh,
all the Land
yeah.
Before Time films.
that's
Okay.
such a fun video.
I'm just
I
gonna
love
say.
her. I love her.
I'm just gonna say because I'm leaving him up for the listing.
Wait, Spielberg worked on it, and
Yes.
George Lucas. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
the first film was a Don Bluth film.
And John Bluth, George Lucas, and Spielberg. That's
The first
crazy.
movie was a Don Bluth. Like the first Land Before Time is legit a great movie.
Oh, I know. Banger.
Yeah. The last one did come out in 2016.
Second one I've seen.
Well, the thing is, if you look at the timeline, the original run kind of stopped in 2012, and then they waited a few years, and then they kind of came back.
Oh,
And we got
dude,
Black Guy in the chat.
Missed opportunity for Land Before Time 3, The Time of Great Giving. We could have watched that for Thanksgiving, dude.
God, no.
No.
I'll add that to my list of Thanksgiving movies then. Thank you for the info.
Land Before Time 3, yeah.
I mean, what we should have done is watch the first Spider-Man, because technically that's a Thanksgiving
That is a
movie.
Thanksgiving. That's a great Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah. Before or
Yeah.
after we shoot ourselves in the foot.
Sorry, I'm late. Work was murder. Like okay. This is a good tangent. I love how they like work was murder. How to beat an old lady with a stick for this? Like they're both like alluding their shit and like. I like when she like and he like starts sharpening it. It's like he's got like such a horror look on his face. Like you could tell Sam Raimi like there's parts where the horror movie parts of Sam Raimi just bleeds through, and I love it.
That's what I love
Sorry.
about those Spider-Man movies, especially the second one. There's a lot about the second one I do not like. Like I hate
The
Mary
Doc
Jane in
Ock
that
scene
movie.
the Doc Ock is like that is like straight like
Yeah.
like vintage Sam Raimi right
With
there.
the angles and everything. That
Yeah.
that being in the movie makes me watch the movie because
Yeah.
it makes me
I
so
guarantee
happy.
you that was his favorite scene to direct because he got to do all his whole like he's like all right let's go bust out all my old techniques like the scene where like he's getting dragged in. He used very soft wax for that. Like, we got Nathaniel Brown. Apparently, he's a fan.
Hello.
Nathaniel, we know you're here. It's okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure Happy Dino will show up here. He's a fan of both of us. So, oh gosh. But yeah, getting back to Jingle All the Way. Yeah, like this came out during Arnold's kind of like comedy phase, which I actually do like it. I like his comedy phase. But the thing I really like about Arnold's comedy movies is they always kind of like become action movies at some point, just because Arnold's in it. Like there's certain physicality to his movies that you could like you know, like with the Clerks when he just like where's your Christmas spirit, and then like the third act is just straight out of comic book movie.
Dude, or how about the fact that like Arnold will be like, yeah, like he works like a 9-to-5 like desk job, and you look at him, you're like, all right, dude. Like,
Yeah, that's what's
crazy.
always funny about those movies when they add him in, and then they'll give him like the most generic American name ever, and then he's got the accent, and then you wonder, what's your backstory? You're
Yeah,
a
it
huge
seems
muscle
like-
man who works at a job that sits at a desk
Kindergarten
all
cop
day.
Kindergarten cop at least makes sense because he's like an FBI agent.
Does it?
I can say, yeah, because he's going
I like that
undercover.
movie, but does it really?
But
like
he's
the
like
Terminator, how he's like he'll blend in with whatever crowd. Again, I love.
you
the
literally
Terminator.
have Mr. Olympia right here walking
Yeah,
around
exactly.
naked.
Well, I always loved that. Like OJ was gonna be the Terminator, but they thought he wouldn't be believable as a killer. It's
That
completely
quote
true.
is gonna haunt Cameron forever. Like
Womp
that quote is
womp.
gonna haunt him for eternity.
Look, at this point, everybody knows the dude did it. Okay, he should have been the Terminator.
I see. I
Oh,
think
he
that's
was the
good. No, I
Terminator.
think it's
He was the
okay
Terminator,
because
except
that
in real
kind of
life.
would have made it like watching
Yeah.
those movies would have added a weird.
Yeah, okay, I'll take your
Because
point.
here's the
That's
thing.
very fair.
Because
Yeah.
let's assume OJ did the Terminator. He would have come back for Terminator 2 because that came out in 1992. And the OJ stuff didn't happen until 94. So it like Vaughn said, it would have kind of ruined those movies.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
Also, we don't know if like they would have changed it for him being a good guy because that was a big thing in the marketing
Yeah.
of T2. Like they don't make it a twist in the movie because if you remember, they build up
It
as
actually
if
is a twist in the movie if you watch the movie.
no, that's what I'm
it
saying.
is-
If you watch the movie, right? Because they build it up as if, well, the cop's clearly the good guy, and he's clearly the bad guy, and then you have that twist where he goes get down, right?
Yeah,
But if
because
you
like
look at the
way they set it
marketing,
up is
they
the cop
marketed
is
it.
meant to be like you assume he's another Kyle Reese character.
Yeah,
Like
right.
he's another resistance people. Like this like oh gosh, if we ever do the term like this like basically the Terminator 2 relies on your knowledge of Terminator 1 for it, and it's kind of thing.
Yeah.
What the funk? Get out of here, that funk. We got the funk. Get it.
Oh man.
But yeah, like
Get
yeah,
out of my head,
I
man.
get what you're saying. I don't know, just like it kind of makes the movies funnier, in my opinion. Because like part of the appeal is like you have the Terminator. He's a kindergarten teacher now. You have the Terminator. He's trying to get a present for his son. Like that's kind of part of the shtick of these movies is
Yeah.
you have Arnold, Mr. Olympia, the Terminator. He's just a dad. Or Arnold is pregnant. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god.
I forgot that movie existed
What
until
movie?
you just.
You've never seen Junior?
No.
Yeah. That's
Okay. Junior is a movie where there's a serum that allows men to become pregnant, and Arnold becomes pregnant. What I love is there's like these series of serums, and like the night he does like takes the final serum, they shoot it like a horror movie where like he does
That-
it and like he had the lot of thunder.
Okay, so Jingle. All
So
the
Vaughn
Way.
is gonna go with Junior after this.
Oh,
That's
going back to like the musculars, like it being Arnold Schwarzenegger and all of that. I think it works really well for this movie in particular because this movie is a giant cartoon that's live action.
Yeah.
Like after
It's a
rewatching
revolve.
it last night, it is a live action cartoon. When the bomb blows up, it blows up in the guy's
Yeah,
face and his
yeah,
hair goes
yeah.
up and it's a straight up Looney Tune.
How many years in the bomb squad, sir? Like that line. It's got like it does have a lot of Tex Avery energy into it. Like, I'm sorry, even if Arnold did just save a kid, he would have gotten arrested normally. Like one good deed does not undo all this. Like,
It's a cartoon. We
Yeah.
must forgive it because it's a cartoon.
And that's what gives it a lot of leeway for being cheesy as it is that feeling it carries through the whole movie so much that it doesn't matter
Yeah.
if it gets really silly or really cheesy. That's part of the fun of it.
Also, I love my one friend pointed this out. This is where the movie gets into base territory. Towards the end, where the guy goes, "You can't bench your way out of this one," and then he literally physically benches. Like the only way he's able to do it is because of his mass. It's Sigma excellence. It's literally the movie is literally like brawn over brains, and I'm here for it.
okay. What I love about rest in peace, Phil Hartman. First off, Phil Hartman is basically Gaston in this movie. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's
I just got-
amazing in this movie.
No, he is literally Gaston. Like all the other ladies are just throwing themselves at him, throwing them like this movie is like the king of like they say stuff and it goes over your head as a kid. But you watch it, I was like, oh, like talking about like the eggnog and
yeah, he gets propositioned like 3 times in one scene during the karate or taekwondo or whatever it was scene.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
all these different
That-
women.
Yeah, that's why I call him
After
Gaston, because all the women of his community want him, but he wants the unattainable one, because that was Gaston's thing. Like he could have any girl, but he wants the one he can't have. Which
Mhm.
fair enough. But still,
He's such an asshole in this movie. Like it's just, oh my god, the way the way first of the wife, kind of sus. I don't. It's like, come on.
but to be
Yeah.
fair, in her defense, she was allowing it, but like I felt like she was resisting his advances throughout the movie. Like when the caroling and her just like, I
I
think she
have,
kind of
I
kept
have
it at arm's
problems
length.
with the wife character. I have problems as a woman with her.
Wait, they made a second one and a third one?
With Larry the
No.
Cable Guy.
I didn't know that.
It's the Larry the Cable Guy part that makes
Imagine
me roll
if okay,
my eyes.
imagine if they had made a live action Beauty and the Beast in like '99 with Arnold as Gaston. God, that would have been so cool.
That would have been believable. Actually.
Yeah.
Wasn't there also like a guard dog reindeer? Yeah, that's the other part that like I'm sorry, that reindeer was a pure cartoon character. That
It
reindeer
was.
The movie is it operates on cartoon logic, and I don't mind that. People are like, "Oh, this movie's so goofy." It's like, dude, what are you talking about? Christmas movies are usually goofy. Like,
Like,
Look,
have you seen like have you ever seen a Beethoven movie?
Or
Yeah.
National Lampoon's Christmas. I mean, it's.
If you think
remember
this is
when he goes
crazy,
down the hill
watch
on a
Be-
slide? It goes
watch
flying off
Beethoven
into the
third.
distance.
Like, watch the Beethoven movies. If only '90s kids know the awesomeness of the Beethoven movies. It's basically just like a giant
man.
Saint Bernard who causes havoc.
I'm a '90s kid.
Yeah.
I was born in 1999.
But yeah, what's really crazy is I was saying this for the stream. If you had told me that this was a Netflix original movie that came out yesterday, I would believe you because it's shot really well. The clothes look pretty much what people would wear today. The only thing that dates it is the tech and the cars. Because this film came out, by the way, this film is 29 years old. We probably should have done this next year, but whatever.
You were
So-
trying to make me feel really old. I'm the
You
only
have a
one.
year. You have a year, my friend.
I am the only one who's like, well, I mean, Squidorable. It's about the same age as me, but I'm like, I feel really old with these movies.
Dude, you don't do that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. VTubers have embraced being hags now. It is okay to be an older woman.
I was trying to do like the Japanese sound or whatever.
Oh no, what is it? I'm sitting here watching the movies today, and I'm like, I feel out of place for most of them because they don't feel like movies to me. They feel almost like they're made for action, but not really comedy. Most of them that I've seen, most of the comedy movies I've seen these days.
And the action, a lot of these movies are never really that good because they're budgeted like comedies, but they secretly wanted them to be action movies. The action is never really that good.
Yeah.
To be honest, the only Netflix the only thing I've watched in the last many years was K-pop Demon Hunters. I avoid kind of Netflix like the
I will say
plague.
this though, Ghosted, I actually kind of enjoyed it. That was the one with Amade Armas and Chris Evans. I actually kind of liked it. It did kind of remind me of like a low budget action movie from like the 90s, 2000s. Had a lot of cool like there's this one scene where like a bunch of bounty hunters are coming after them, and it's just one MCU cameo after another. It's kind of funny. Like oh, Sebastian Stan's here, and then he gets killed, and Anthony Mackie shows up. It's just I don't know. It's
interesting.
It's not going to win any awards, but I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
But Squidorable, you said you had some problems with the mother as a woman. Could you please explain that?
She lets as well. Okay, first of all, I'm going to preface this. I am a Gaston apologist. I am a fan of himbos. My favorite kind of character in a movie, not in real life. I would hate a himbo in real life, but in a movie,
They all say that. They all say that.
They all say that, and then the himbo turns their eyes on you, and then you melt into liquid squid.
But if it's like, okay, so you mentioned the Gaston-like nature of him. I think he's an amazing character. The fact that she let him get away with any of that as a married woman is gross, and immediately she lost a lot in my eyes by letting him get away with what he got away with.
It's like, dude,
When it
you're
got to
married
the
to
point of-
Arnold.
And it got to the point of the cookies part. That's where I was like, okay, you need to tell him to leave now. He's clearly not
Yeah.
welcome here. He's trying to replace your husband. Get him out.
That's another scene where I love the subtext because cookies are sometimes a term for a woman's.
No, it's a great scene. It's a great scene, but that's kind of the point where I lost patience with her, and especially because she's being so mean to the dad. Like, yeah, he's a workaholic, but he,
Yeah,
some guys show their affection through working. and they
Mhm.
can't always be present because of that. So to treat him like trash was kind of gross.
Yeah,
The way
that's
she talks to him.
Vaughn, what are you
I
doing?
just had to pull up the cookie scene. It's funnier than I remember.
Cookie.
All right.
The way Arnold talks.
Oh, Howard, excuse me, but your wife's cookies are out of this world.
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
Oh, cookies! I gotta get the recipe from Les.
Put that cookie down now!
Sorry,
Like it is. It's absolutely a cartoon.
as a kid,
It's so
as
good.
a kid, it just goes over your head. But like as an adult, it's like, holy shoot! How the heck did they get away with this? Because like the way that he's saying it, and you know the euphemism, like
yeah, that's
wow, how the
yeah.
heck did they get away with this?
They got away with it through a deep pockets and shoving it at the rating boards, going shut up.
Also, the fact that like if you lived in the 90s, every kid was saying "put the cookie down" for like the next 3 years. Their kids were quoting that scene, because I was in elementary school. Like, we have Happy Dino. So
Hey, Dino.
Hey, Happy Dino.
I love me
What's up?
happy day to you, brother. But like, I think like I was quoting it as late as middle school in the early 2000s. But the thing that I love is we were all quoting it, but like knowing the context now, I feel dirty. Like,
Well,
like the fact that kids were quoting that scene, not knowing the context of it.
well, yeah, we kids in middle school were quoting it for that undercurrent reason, because we were
Yeah.
at that age that we were starting to talk that way.
Yeah.
But I'm sure like there's enough. There'll be like that. The one kid that's like a little younger that hears it and goes, "Ah, yeah, it's because it sounds funny." Like, yeah, that's why we're saying.
Well,
it.
yeah, that's part of that. That's basically it, because Arnold like put the cookie down, because Arnold had he was like funny accent guy for a lot of kids. Like it was funny to talk as Arnold because I am the Terminator. Like it was fun to talk as Arnold because he had the funny accent.
Well,
yeah.
if you want a funny Arnold movie,
Oh gosh, yeah. Black Hood Raven works retail, so he was in the thick of it. I
yeah,
salute your service, sir.
yep, salute you. No, if you want a
You
funny,
need the strength for Mega Man.
I do.
Somebody toss that squid in E-Tank.
Oh,
I could
man.
use 10 of them.
Oh man, no. If you want a funny Arnold movie, go watch his first American movie, him playing Hercules.
Didn't they like dub him over because his accent
Yes.
was so thick?
Yes.
And by the way, this is like 78, 79, so this is like 70s. It's a 70s movie as well.
Yep.
Retail, where dreams go to die.
yeah,
Ugh.
exactly. Let
See,
me look it
okay. Okay, this is actually just a segue. That's why when like that scene where he asks where the Turbo Man doll is, they all laugh in his face. I'm actually kind of with them there, because this is Christmas Eve. Okay, they have had an entire month of putting up with people like him. Like, I don't blame them for cracking like that.
Okay.
Oh,
Nick, you were 8 years off. The Hercules movie came out in 1970, on the nose.
wow, wow, that's way earlier than I thought.
Same here. I thought he was right. I was like, he might have been 76. No, it was 1970.
Because the 70s
Woo.
he was doing the Mr. Olympia contest. That's basically what he was doing most in the 70s.
Mhm.
Oh god.
And that's why they chose him for Hercules, is because he has the body of what people think of Hercules as.
Hercules.
Oh man, that scene.
That's another movie. That's another movie. We're gonna have to do at some point. Is Dr. Dolittle, the Eddie Murphy version?
Yeah, we're gonna have to do it.
But Vaughn, what's your kind of your take on Jingle All the Way?
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. I enjoyed it. I watched it. I think I watched it for the first time. Was it last year or 2 years ago? Like, so I didn't grow up on this movie.
Oh.
But I was like, man, I wish I had. It was just one of the ones that slipped by my radar, and I watched it and I was like, this is awesome, dude. Like this, it's like a cartoony, fun for kids. But you could kind of just enjoy it. And it's got a clear like. I will say, like Sinbad, I'm like, first of all, Arnold's not even acting that much worse than Sinbad was one of the things I thought.
Well, the thing is, Sinbad's a comedy act. Like, here's the thing: I actually think Sinbad does kind of deserve better because, like, there's moments where he goes into like the dramatic stuff where he talks about his tragic backstory, and like, God, I feel for him. Like, Sinbad was a kind of a better actor than people give him credit for because, like, the scenes where like he's being serious, I like that. I think he killed it. Like,
he's great. Yeah, no, Sinbad does great. I had seen him. There was like a New Jersey Film Fest, so I saw like Sinbad talk in person. That was cool. But so I had never seen any of his stuff. But
have you seen him in the wonderful comedy Shazam?
That doesn't exist.
No, it doesn't exist.
I've seen it. I've seen it, man. I saw it as a kid.
This is not a real movie. He even said it. He goes, he's like, I don't know why people think I was in this movie that doesn't exist.
Yeah. I remember hearing it, and then when it came back to me in 2008, 2009, sometime then, I looked it up.
I think
they put him in Fury of the Gods for that reason.
Most people,
yeah.
I think when they think like they saw Shazam, what they saw was Kazam, the Shaquille O'Neal movie where he became a genie. Which that actually did happen.
But that's still not Sinbad.
No, but it's Kazam, Shazam, and then if you want to be racist, they're both black guys. You know.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
All right, so Happy.
But he looks nothing like Shaq. Like they look nothing alike.
That's why I preface it like you want to be racist.
That's
you know,
all you can think about. Yeah.
So how's everybody's days? It's going pretty good. I had some dinner before the stream. I got a full packed house. Life is good.
Yep. I had my second helping of some of the Thanksgiving meal. It's gone good.
Yeah. I was supposed to go Black Friday shopping, but we had a big snowstorm the night before Thanksgiving, and it decided to rain like 10 minutes before it snowed. So everything is ice now. So I'm stuck at home.
Yeah, November has been an unusually cold month because, like, for the past, I'd say 5 years or so, because I live up in Michigan, so it's a little bit colder up here. November is usually a fairly warm month, you know, but like, November has been unusually cold. It's weird.
Well, I mean, this is just the preamble for the Ice Age that will kick off in 2045.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Oh, man.
I love that movie. Okay, Batman and Robin is not a good movie. It is a so bad it's good movie.
It's fun.
It is basically an homage to the 1960s Batman Forever as well. If you watch it with that framework, it's entertaining. It is not a good movie, but it's entertaining.
In all honesty, there's some of those tacky, cartoony 90s elements in this movie, but it's better here, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, for example, the explosion going off right in his face. That's a Saturday morning cartoon thing.
Like the way they framed it, like the soot on the face. In actuality, if that was a frickin' bomb, they'd either all be dead or they'd be on the floor. They wouldn't be like walking, talking, or whatever.
Yeah,
the soot on the face is very much a cartoon trope.
I do remember when Sinbad gets arrested and I'm like, oh man, like I felt bad. I was like, I don't want him to go to jail on Christmas. He was just trying to get his kid a toy.
Yeah.
So that bothered me. But I was like, you know what? If they could if there was, because he spends the jail in Christmas Christmas in jail anyway, right?
Yeah. I like that the kid
gives it up. That was
like a character moment, and like says, "I got the real one at home." You know, I think it's like everyone kind of needed to learn a lesson.
And then Arnold should have said, "Your mom's a whore." That could have been it.
She was. One of my favorite moments is at the parade. Jamie felt bad Jamie had every reason to blow up on his father, but he felt bad afterwards. That tells me he at least has empathy and whatnot. You know, he's not a total psycho.
Well, no, we don't want him turning into what's his name, Norman.
We don't want him to grow up and kill younglings.
Yeah, we don't want him to turn into a version of Norman Bates. That's bad.
So for those who don't know, in this movie, Jamie the kid is played by Jake Lloyd, who a few years later would go on to play Anakin Skywalker. Character development passed it on. So like. You think like when he ignited that lightsaber in Revenge of the Sith, Anakin thinks like, "This is my dad should have got me that Turbo Man doll."
Yeah.
And do you think when he was killing the sand people, he imagined them all like different Turbo Man? Like
That would
Sorry,
be funny.
the
That would be
jokes.
funny. The jokes write themselves.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. I remember this movie way differently. Like, I thought Jake Lloyd was a terrible actor in this movie, but he just acts like a normal 8-year-old. Honestly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the good thing about having kid actors in certain movies, because you can let them be kids, because that's what they're supposed to be.
Yeah. He acted like a normal 8-year-old. You know, like he wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. I'm. Oh gosh. 96. I was kind of around the same age as him. You know, I was born in 87, so I was around 8 years, like basically the same age as him, and I would dare to say I acted kind of like him, maybe a little bit worse. So I have no room to judge this character.
I have no room to judge what an 8-year-old me is like. It was bad. It was bad.
Vaughn, what was 8-year-old you like?
Pretty awesome, dude. Like pretty awesome. You know, but no, I mean, sorry, I was checking something out. Yeah, I mean, I think, like, I don't, like, I'm trying to think. I don't think there was anything super crazy that I got up to. I was just kind of a nerdy kid, and I basically am just, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much just still a nerd. So
Yeah. Some people, they just mature. They don't change what they're interested in.
Yeah. I'm mature. I'm certainly, but I mean, I was always coming up with ideas then. I was always into superheroes, although I wasn't reading comics yet. I was more like watching movies and stuff.
I mean, you know what they say.
8-year-old me would have liked this movie. That's kind of part of when I was watching for the first time. I'm like, God damn it, I missed out on a good one.
Well, let me ask you the ultimate question.
Yeah.
Would 8-year-old you like Phenomenova?
Yeah. Well, I came up with the idea when I was 8. The original idea. So yeah, I think I would have. The character's name was Lightning Lad because I thought that was an original name. And then
gosh. I think okay. Oh God, I hate you because like I was creating comics in like 2nd grade.
Mm-hmm. It was me too. I was 8 years old.
I had the Adventures of Superboy and Comet Boy, and I think I even created a character called Lightning Lad or whatever. Screw you, DC and Legion of Superheroes. But like kind of thing. Like
you had a Lightning
around
Lad too. That's
getting
crazy.
chased by a lightning bolt.
Well, crazy. Lightning Lad was the name of my character. He ended up becoming Galvanite. But yeah, Lightning Lad.
Yeah. No, what is it? Lightning is one of those divine or superhero powers that have always been a thing.
It's very electrifying on the page.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Oh, head pats. We got head pats.
I'm giving head pats for Dino since he can't give them. He likes to give me head pats. Good day, Dino.
You have a good one, Dino. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, man.
Squid. You want to say something, Jason?
No. I was off in thought. Go for it.
So Squid, what were you like at 8 years old? Since we're kind of just going around talking about that.
I wasn't a little nerd, actually. Not like I am now. I was a tomboy, so I was out in the creeks catching frogs and fishing and stuff. Like I was outside most of the day when I was that
I didn't know
age.
squids can catch frogs.
They can.
Very
good. The more you know.
Yeah, no, I used to run around in the woods and the pond, and it was just my thing. So that's what I got up to. I didn't get into nerdier stuff until I was like a preteen.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I didn't really get into comics until I was about 12.
Yeah, that's the same with me. I was like into superheroes and the lore and all that, but I didn't actually read my first comic until I was 12, I think.
See, my thing is
11, one of those.
All right, feel free to lurk, Black Creeper Kai. This is a lurking friendly stream.
Yep.
See, my thing is, when I was a kid, my dad would like show me a lot of like sci-fi stuff and like explain it to me. Like we were watching this one time travel show, and like I think it had to have been like 7, 8 years old, and he was explaining the concept of time travel to me. I remember he said like just using it as what you know as a weapon. And my dad, like, I remember the way my next was like, if I went back to when Lincoln was there and I prevented the assassination of Lincoln. Now, granted, this is my dad, and he's telling this to like a 7, 8 year old me. You know, I'm flexing here. So like he's explaining quantum mechanics to a 7-year-old, and I get it but also the fact that he knew I was smart enough to get it. I don't know. It's one of the few happy memories I cling to.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, I just looked it up. When I started getting into comics, I was 8. The Death of Superman. Of course, that one pulled me into comics.
Yeah, that was huge.
That was huge back in the
Also,
90s.
speaking of comics, this movie is sponsored by Marvel. Can I
Really?
just say, how the heck, like, if you look at the background, there's tons of Marvel characters. Like,
Oh yeah,
Jamie's
there's a
room
lot of
has
X-Men toys and
Jamie's
stuff.
room has a giant freaking Captain America mural on the wall. Like, I don't know
Wow.
how much they had to have paid an artist to come in and do that. Like, if we're talking real life stuff.
Yeah, that was an amazing mural. Like that
yeah,
kid was rich.
Well, his dad was probably like an executive, clearly an executive in the company or whatever. So I can believe it.
Yeah, and
But what's
between
funny is-
benching like for 4 hours a day, he also would get like the 10-hour shift.
Here's what I find funny though. The dude is probably clearing at least a couple hundred G's a year in 1996 money. Why is he driving around in a Jeep Cherokee? Like,
Actually, I can answer that. Because back in the 1990s, for adult men, the Jeep Cherokee was a thing. That's what everybody kind of wanted. My dad wanted it. A few of his friends wanted it. Everybody wanted
Yeah,
it.
you should have been driving the Cybertruck.
What, in Minneapolis? Are you crazy?
Is that what you said?
well, a Cherokee in Minneapolis is kind of a good idea, to be fair. But like, I was just saying, like with his money, he could afford something like a little bit higher up trim, like a Mercedes or a Lexus. Like, to be fair, they didn't really make Lexus SUVs at the time. I think maybe like BMW might have made us. Like, did BMW make SUVs in the 90s? I can't remember.
I'll look that up.
Because like a lot of those like high end, because like it was basically the Cherokees and then minivans. Because like SUVs kind of didn't really become a thing until the late 90s.
Yeah, they didn't really exist much back then. Like you didn't
was all
see them.
minivans.
People had minivans. You had station wagons, which then became minivans, like replacing them.
Oh, wow. I have the answer. Yes, they did. The BMWs did have an SUV in the 90s.
This is why we have this. Is why we have Jason. He's our if this was Joe Rogan, he'd be Jamie.
Yep. It was the BMW X5. Was
And
their
yeah, it still
first,
is.
Yeah, was their first SUV. So when it came out, I'm about to take a look.
Yeah, because the mid 90s was like the very early era of SUVs. You had the Explorer. I actually owned I think a 96, 97 Explorer at a Bauer edition. That thing was a piece of crap, but it was 20 years old, but whatever. So yeah, but
Okay, yeah, the X5 first came out in 99, but predecessors to it probably were around 96, 97, and then they just turned it into an SUV.
Yeah, I mean, this also could be like he was maybe a buy American person, because I'm the son of an auto worker, so like the whole buy American thing is a very like Minneapolis. I could see like there's a lot of people where it's like you buy an American car, like buy a foreign car, you might get some stigma, especially for like a working class state like Minneapolis, if kind of thing with Minnesota. So like maybe that's why I didn't go. I don't know. This is just the weird details we're going over.
Well, yeah, especially back in the 90s, it wasn't really popular to buy a foreign car unless it's like a Ferrari or something.
I mean, it depends. Like, because the Hondas and Toyota. Gosh, we should be talking about Jingle all the way here. I love this conversation, but like, okay.
Well, I mean, it's part of it because.
Yeah, but we're getting way
part
into
of
the
movie.
weeds. We're getting way into the weeds.
Well, I mean,
Squid, who was your favorite character?
Oh gosh.
The wife, clearly.
Honestly, I think it's Sinbad's character. I like that crazy guy. I can't remember his name, but I like that crazy guy.
My favorite moment is like, wait, that was actually a bomb? There's some sick people in this world.
Yeah.
Like, that's the cartoon logic for you. Like,
Was Ted Kaczynski caught yet when this came out?
I was wondering that when I was watching last night.
Let me look that up.
yeah, because like they talk about we're all looking up the Unabomber at once. Because like
he was arrested April 1996. This came out in 96. So this is written, or this came out after he was arrested. But I'm willing to bet it was written and filmed while he was still on the loose.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's probably why they
That's
made the
crazy.
joke.
So like they early the same year as he was caught.
Yeah. Well, here's the funny thing. Around that time, I was in middle school. Before he was caught, one of my friends.
All right. I got all right. So he started the first bomb he did. Like his bombs go back to 85.
Yep.
82. 81. So like his reign of terror was like almost 15 years.
Yeah. Yeah, almost.
An air tiding executive was killed in 94. A bomb was killed in 95. So yeah, the Unabomber was very much a thing when they both wrote and directed this movie. Like it was culturally relevant.
Yeah, it was culturally relevant. One of my friends in middle school. He was taller than me, obviously. He went dressed in Halloween as the Unabomber.
That is diabolical.
So like, and the thing is, he was sending the packages through the mail. Now that was kind of the thing where it's like millions of bombs go through the mail every day. So, like Sinbad could have been holding a Ted Kaczynski special for who knows how long.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, that's about as effective as the average Ted Kaczynski bomb was.
Yeah.
Most of his bombs are not. And he'd even be upset, like his manifesto, they'd be like, oh, maybe he didn't intend to kill, but then they found his letters, it's like, it didn't work! And it's like, oh, well, I guess he fully intended to kill.
Have you seen that Brandon Herrera video where they rebuilt Ted Kaczynski's homemade gun? It's wild.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, you need to watch it. They built it. It worked.
They built it off of photographs. Like, they actually have a firing version of the homemade gun by Ted Kaczynski.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I love watching Brendan Herrera stuff. He actually rebuilt a Ludi gun. I don't know if you are familiar with that. The guy in the UK built a machine gun out of like homemade parts to get around like the UK gun. It's wild.
Yeah, and he could legally own it, unfortunately for the UK.
But anyway, oh gosh.
Something, if I can, something that I really like about this movie. I grew up south of Minneapolis. So this movie and the Mall of America specifically, that whole scene is beautiful to watch if you've been there. And I was in that area like during that time period that this was filmed.
So like a lot of the shops, you were like, I shopped there.
You recognize it and you see that the way they have it laid out in the movie, he's teleporting all over the place.
Really?
Yeah, he teleports from like the east side of the mall to the north side of the mall, and then he ends up on the first floor, then he's back up on the third, and then he's back on the first. It's really funny.
See, what you didn't know is this character was a 25th level D&D character. They just didn't tell you.
Yeah, Arnold put all his spell slots into Misty Step that day.
Yep, exactly.
Like if you ever want reference, right? The Mall of America, where the ball pit was, where that whole little scene with the girl and he's trying to get the ball back, that's in the area they call the Rotunda, which now that's where WCW Nitro was filmed, the first one.
Oh,
That's
the
the
Lex
spot.
Luger premiere.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's the same spot. I've been to wrestling shows and concerts there before. It's used for like performances and stuff, so they made it into a big ball pit during this time period, I guess. But you can see a Suncoast video behind it for a split second. That's how I identified it. That was my Suncoast video.
Wow. Interesting. I did not know that about the Mall of America. Huh. Learn something new every day.
Yeah, but I wanted to get that out there because that whole scene is just wonderful.
Speaking of wrestling, my favorite scene is the Santa scene. And I love when he's fighting the Santas and like Arnold's like, ha ha, I'm so bigger than everybody, ha. And then literally the Big Show comes in. He's like, who let the dogs out?
Me.
Sorry, the moment was too good. So the Big Show is like, I'm gonna deck your halls, buddy.
Dude, that's kind of gay. Not gonna lie.
No, you know who should have showed up? The Undertaker.
How long is this movie?
Okay. Was the
Yeah,
guy?
Yeah,
was
like
like the
this
little
movie-
guy on top of him? Was that Vern Troyer? Was that
I
like
think
a very?
Vern Troyer. I know this part you're talking about. I'm pretty sure that was him when I was rewatching it. It looks a lot like him.
It does.
What I also liked is this movie was like the great. I haven't rewatched it in a bit, but it was like the perfect runtime. It was like it didn't, and I think these kinds of movies like this kind of quick 20%. Wouldn't you?
Right.
Well, this was an era where these kind of movies were locked in at 90 minutes. Like basically in the like
20% is
comedies,
ridiculous. Are you kidding
like
me?
family films were just locked in at 90 minutes. Like, and this was a thing
Well,
up
it's
until like, I think
also-
the mid 2000s.
The thing with Christmas movies too is you want you want to be able to watch like multiple in a day if you can.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
that's
you don't
the-
want an epic. You don't want Lord of the Rings style Christmas movies.
Right,
because
you don't.
you can't do that.
No,
Yeah,
you
like
can't.
basically a lot of these movies, it's just meant to be on like a marathon where you have it on TV
and you can
it's,
see
like,
it in parts, like in
and like you're playing it on low volume because like
Oh.
the Christmas Story, because like TBS, oftentimes what they do is they marathon the Christmas Story over and over because they know that like fans will just put it on to have something on the TV while they're opening presents, while they're doing their thing. Like
that's a
remember,
great movie too.
Well,
Oh,
I
God,
just looked at the
Christmas
run.
Story.
I just looked at the runtime. It is 89 minutes on the nose, so just shy of 90.
Wow.
Just shoot your eye out.
Shoot your eye out. Look, I've actually used BB guns, actual guns, for the BB to bounce off the thing that it bounced off of and hit him directly in the eye. That's such a spot-on shot that the ricochet would have to literally go backwards at like a 20-degree angle perfectly. To hit
Yeah,
me in
and
the
I would
eye.
think that BBs lose so much energy that
Yes.
like even if it did ricochet, it probably would have just been like ting.
So basically, what you're saying is the kid was right, which I agree with, and the parents are wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
you notice how it just shot like it broke his glasses, but didn't impact his eye because it
Yeah.
probably it's like it went to the glasses and it probably like went like kind of like right here. a
Yeah,
little bit.
it would cut his eyelash or his eyelashes at best, if not the bridge of his eyebrow. That's it. It wouldn't have been the eye.
Yeah, because like I guarantee you his eye was closed when that bullet came. It's either because like I don't know because the bot like the eyelashes can close pretty quickly, especially when like you're alerted to danger. So
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you blink so many thousand times per second, so
Yeah.
you're good.
also like you just know that if this movie was made today, that reindeer would have been CG, but it's really good animatronic. I would say.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about that. There are certain movies that I think about when it comes to that kind of thing, and this is a movie that wouldn't be ruined by CG, but it would be knocked down several pegs if it
Mhm.
was CG.
Yeah.
And not even talking about period CG, even modern CG.
Well, you
wouldn't
can tell
suit
they
it.
had a wire crew in, like when he punched him, and Vern Troyer went flying or whatever. Which is like that is total cartoon. That is a total, yeah, little body. Like you're right, it's a cartoon. This movie is a live action cartoon.
That's what we need to bring back. Some movies that are just literally live action cartoons. There's
Oh,
no
there you go. There you
Just
go.
pure fun,
Yes.
man. This movie, maybe this was the start of like critics ruining everything.
yeah.
That could have been
Yeah.
that where it's like, let's be over intellectual with Jingle all the way. Like, are you kidding?
Its score is. I assume you were looking at Rotten
Yeah,
Tomatoes because it's
40%.
obliterated on there. It's terrible, and it
Really?
doesn't deserve that.
No, not at all.
I
See,
kind
my
of
problem
wonder.
is, critics want every movie to be high art. Okay.
But here's the thing: then they'll like some garb. Well, I guess if they consider it high art and what they
Yeah.
consider high art, because there's some stuff. I watched, like,
look, revenge is bad. This woman just killed hundreds of people.
people, but
then
stops
she
for
but
the-
then, then she gets to the one person who killed her father figure with a golf club, and then she stops because revenge bad.
Yeah, no, and then people,
I love how it took until the golf club to Squidorable to get what I was referencing.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? Is this yo?
Yeah,
Yo.
no, it's
Dumb.
that game too. And then what bothers me is when people go, "You didn't get it." No, I got it. I know exactly. They were not subtle in literally anything. I got every message they were going for. It was stupid as hell. And then they'll be like, "Well, you just don't understand."
Yeah, that's a common thing for the Matrix. Like people who say they hate the Matrix. Like I love the Matrix. You're like, oh, you just don't get it. And I remember one guy says, "I get it. I just don't like it." Which
you can get something and not like it. But that's the thing. I mean, people are like, Jingle All the Way this is a fun movie though. It's a real fun movie.
Not everything needs to be high art. Sometimes
this movie is high art.
Sometimes I just need to see an American get his mind synced up with a hot Asian lady. They pilot a big robot and they punch a giant monster in the face, and then they go into space. And the only way she can do it is to magically conjure up a sword from there, and for her to shout in Japanese, "For my family," and cut it in half. I love Pacific Rim.
I've never cheered so hard in a theater as I did when that moment happened.
Pacific Rim Uprising. Yes. I remember. So I watched Pacific Rim.
God, that is such a pile of crap.
I watched Pacific Rim for the first time in preparation for Pacific Rim Uprising, and then my friends and I go. They left the light on the whole time, and we're sitting there in the theater. Like they're gonna turn that off, right? They don't. So it was already a piece of shit movie amplified by a shitty theater experience. And then like we were laughing ironically, and there were these groups of teenage girls in front of us that were like they would laugh too, but I think they like didn't understand. Like we were laughing because it's just this is bad. Like the dialogue.
The worst part about the movie is Stacker has a son that he never bothered to mention. The entire also Charlie Hunnam's character would know of Pentecost Sun. Like he would know who.
Dude, why is Charlie Day like the villain in the second one?
Oh, because he's one of the few people they could get back from the first movie. That's why.
But why is he a villain? He's not intimidating.
It's because all right. So we have the story that he drifted with a kaiju. Like maybe the kaiju is implanting stuff, and it's. Oh God.
Okay. So
yeah,
this
son that Sacker never mentions. He has never mentioned the first movie. Like, Mako knows who he is. Charlie's been around Sacker for long enough that he should know who this kid is. Is never mentioned. Not once. You would think he would at least be mentioned in the movie.
So, wait a minute. What you're telling me is that it's a good thing that I've never seen Pacific Rim 2 because it makes no sense.
No, don't watch it. Do not watch it, please.
Okay. Yeah, I avoided it too.
Like Raleigh is not even mentioned.
No.
He's not even mentioned. Like what happened to him? What happened to Raleigh? Like he's not even talked about. He's not mentioned once in the movie, which is really weird.
I'm trying to think back to the movie. And no, you're right. I don't think at all, ever. I haven't seen the movie in 10 years. So, distant memory.
He died during a training accident, which at least they had the good sense to mention Will Smith's character in Independence Day Resurgence, which also they also have I don't know what it is. I like the Finn character is kind of poisoned because he's both in Independence Day Resurgence and he's also wait, is he in Independence Day Resurgence? I can't remember.
Who are we talking about? What's the actor?
Oh, the guy who plays Finn in Star Wars.
Okay.
Oh, John Boyega?
Yeah, was John Boyega in Independence Day Resurgence? I think he was.
I can't even remember. I remember nothing about that movie. It was like white noise. I just can't.
I'm actually looking it up. John Boyega was not in Independence Day Resurgence. Okay.
Okay, good. You and I were both looking it up. Okay, good.
At least they had in Independence Day Resurgence, they had the good sense to be like, oh, Captain Hillard, Will Smith's character, died in a training accident. Which, okay, fair enough. It's been 20 years. Died in a training accident. Fair enough. I can see that happening. Whatever. Yeah. You know that he turned down this movie to do Suicide Squad. I think he kind of made the right choice.
Good call. That was a good call. That was a very good call.
Literally, the only time that I was ever emotionally invested in Independence Day Resurgence is when they killed off Vivica Fox's character. So it was like, oh, cool, she made something of herself. She's become a doctor. That's like, I was really happy for her character because, like, she's a doctor now. She's living a good life. You know, she's not, you know. And then they killed her, and I actually kind of felt sad because, you know, I was happy, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have a problem with that movie, but it was kind of a meh movie for me. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either.
It's terrible, and then they do like they do like the stupid sequel bit, like we're gonna go after them now. Oh,
I'm still waiting for that movie. I know it's coming. Oh no, it's coming. 50 years from now, it'll be here.
Also, Dr. Arkin didn't die. He's just been in a coma for 20 years, and he conveniently awoke when the plot started. Also,
you gotta love when that happens. He pulled a Michael Myers randomly coming back to life from a coma and just being fine. Like, okay.
Yeah, okay. That's the one part of the movie that makes me shake my head. Seriously. Look, Michael Myers,
there's
Jason Voorhees makes sense. This
where
does
like
not.
For some reason the Jewish dad is still here and doing stuff for some reason. I like how it's got like the bus full of people and they're running from like the big like Harvester Queen. And there's like that one shot of her in the mirror, which is kind of a homage to Jurassic Park. I'm like, okay, that's kind of neat. I'll give you that. That was a neat reference.
All of these movie references based off one Christmas movie. Impressive.
Yeah.
You know, this movie, the time period it happened in and the time period it was made in, I don't know what to call it. It's obviously the way the action is done. It feels like it's influenced kind of by Sentai, like Power Rangers.
And very much so.
And
like
that happened with Xena and Hercules as well. Sam Raimi incorporated a lot of those kind of aspects into those shows. So this time period had
Turbo Man feels like a combination of Superman, Iron Man with bits of Power Rangers.
Oh wow, I just looked it up. Independence Day, the first one, came out in 1996 on July 3rd.
Same year. Like, see, that's the thing that I think a lot of people don't realize is like people are like, oh, these bad movies from the 90s, why are people reevaluating? It's because in the 90s we were getting banger after banger after banger. So like a movie that like we consider below average is basically now above average when compared to today's crap. So like even the bad movies from the 90s are still better than some of the stuff we're getting now.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why Maverick 2, the people who wrote it were basing it literally off Maverick or Top Gun because they knew
it's a sequel.
They knew if they didn't match what was made, the movie would be crap. It's that simple. That and the corporation was wanting to keep the rights. I'm just saying.
The rights, the IP, the people fighting over IPs is the worst thing for entertainment
IP for Top
at this
Gun?
point.
You mean an article from the early magazine article from the early 1980s? Yeah. By the way, that's the like the inspiration for Top Gun is literally a magazine article that one of the producers read.
It's actually the person.
Hi, Vaughn.
Hey, sorry, I'm back.
Yeah. The movie the person the movie's based on actually had a book written about himself, and that's what it's kind of based on too. It's on both.
Yeah, I think the we're talking about Top Gun at the moment, Vaughn. Okay. I think the person the book is based off, the movie's based off of, is like the character Viper, or at least kind of thing.
Kind of. Maverick is inspired by a few other people from the book.
Hey, sorry, real quick. I do have to head out.
Okay.
But no, it was fun. We talked about Jingle on the. I think because it wasn't like a big debate because I don't think anyone.
No.
Yeah, we're just kind of talking about like our feelings. And thought about
no one was
it,
like the 20%. I don't know anyone in person who's like that movie sucks.
I don't know. Everybody I know
who
likes
are those
the movie.
80%? Where are they?
Like it's not high. It's not high art,
80%,
but it's fun.
And that's kind of why I brought up the Power Rangers thing. Sorry, that's kind of why I brought up the Power Rangers thing and how Xena and Hercules, they were kind of shows that were looked at like, oh, that stuff. Anything that I wonder if anything that had that Power Rangers-ish feel to it was looked down on by critics because it was kid garbage. You know what I mean?
A lot of media benefited from the Hong Kong boom. Because like the thing is, a lot of the Hong Kong people in the 90s went to Hollywood. And I think that's why a lot of 90s films had like more like better choreography. And I think like Xena benefited from it because you had a lot of the Hong Kong people come in.
Well, I just took a look at the all audience rating on Jingle All the Way. The audience view is rated at 40. However, that's only the you had a movie ticket on your hand and you input it.
A movie ticket for 1996.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
So
you kept your movie ticket for 10 years. So that's 10, 15 years. So that when Rotten Tomatoes was created, in 2000
exactly.
At some point,
So
this ticket for 1996.
So they've actually somehow restricted the audience rating to be 40. However, if you go into the audience rating itself,
okay,
everyone's giving it a 3, 4, or 5, save for a few people that give it a 1.
All right,
that's
interesting. Let's go on Letterboxd. I feel like that's probably.
That's better. That's a better choice.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you want something more accurate for like how people feel.
Yeah. I already got it pulled up here. Rating 2.9.
2.9.
Out of 5.
2.9.
What the hell?
That still feels so low.
Oh, here's 3.5 stars. Arnold Schwarzenegger's bad parenting made Jake Lloyd grow to be Darth Vader. There's a scene in this masterpiece where Arnold Schwarzenegger almost says, "I am your father" to Jake Lloyd. That's the shit George Lucas saw and said. That's Anakin. I'm sorry. I love Letterboxd reviews.
Yeah, dude, Letterboxd. I need to use it more, but I love Letterboxd.
You strip away all the Hollywood hijinks, the cliche, but unforgettable soundtrack, and this unrealistic Christmas Eve journey with one of the most wholesome tales of fatherhood and whimsical nature, being a growing boy. Movies like this make me hate my effing father so much because it's never that bad to just be good at your job. Also, I love you, Sinbad. Okay, that's a really good review.
Yeah, that's a good review.
See you guys. Have a great rest of your night. Sorry.
Yep.
You too.
See you, Vaughn.
Yeah.
See you, Vaughn.
No, sorry I didn't stick around as long, but stick around.
Oh, you got
next time. I'll get you next time,
all
Vaughn.
that.
All right, have a great one. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
I just went and rated it 3.5 stars to try to offset some of that.
All that nonsense, yeah.
That's ridiculous. I don't get it.
If you look at all the reviews, a lot of them are like somewhat mostly positive.
Well, and I know kids love it. My nephew became obsessed with it last year. I found him a Turbo Man so Santa could get him one for Christmas because they released a real Turbo Man doll like in the movie a few years ago.
Oh, I remember that. I saw it.
Yeah. So I managed to track one down.
This is a real crime. Santa Claus should be rated a 4. I'm sorry, this film is good.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Like I saw the Santa Claus in theaters. I saw that movie in theaters.
I did not. I saw it on VHS. So there's that.
So yeah, I think it came out around Thanksgiving. Which the film actually starts with Thanksgiving, so that's actually kind of interesting.
Yep. And you gotta get
Squid, what are some of your favorite Christmas movies?
Some of my favorite Christmas movies. Ooh, one I like to watch around Christmas that isn't a Christmas movie is the Sailor Moon S movie, but that's I have to throw that out there. It takes place in the winter around Christmas time, but in Japan, so it's not like a Christmas movie, it's an anime Christmas time movie. Well, I mean, Tuxedo Mask dresses up as Santa Claus, so there's that. But
yeah,
you mean he's Santa Claus mask?
Dude, it's the funniest part of the movie because he says it all in English. He goes, "Merry Christmas," and he pulls his costume off. He goes, "Happy New Year," being all intimidating.
Speaking of Sailor Moon, did you see the Team 4-Star did Sailor Moon a break?
I did. I'm hopeful. I think the one thing they need to do is tone down on the 14-year-olds in mini skirts. Everybody's heard that joke. Everybody understands. They made that joke a few times in the first episode. I'm hoping that they just got it out of their system. Because they have some real funny stuff there, but they can't beat the same dead joke. And I heard it a few times.
as a Power Ranger fan, I totally get the Power Ranger equivalent of, hey guys, did you notice that the Black Ranger was black and the Yellow Ranger was Asian? Oh my god! Like, it got so bad that Walter Jones himself had to come out and say, "Hey guys, I like being the first black superhero. Tone it the heck down."
Yeah.
Walter Jones, and Walter Jones is the coolest mother effer ever. Also,
he was one of my first crushes.
Also, I claim Walter Jones as a homeboy because he's from Detroit, so I claim him.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. That's enough.
I met him at a convention recently. Nicest dude ever.
Oh, that's awesome. No, he was one of my first crushes, like a real person crush. I had cartoon crushes, but he was one of my first crushes.
Nice.
He had those quick feet with the hip hop keto.
It was the breakdancing. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world that he could break dance.
Breakdancing needs to come back. I'm sorry.
Yes, it does. Breakdancing was amazing, and I know it still exists only because of that one chick last year at the Olympics. Remember her? I don't remember. It was like
it's
something
even worse. It's even worse when you look into the story. So apparently, her husband was the head of the committee. So basically, like, there's probably like a bunch of other really good break dancers that could have gotten in, but like, she wanted to go to the Olympics. So like, her husband, and the thing is, because of her, they're not going to have break dance. Like, it is.
Yeah,
like,
she ruined it for everybody. She literally did the thing. You ruined it for everyone. Good job.
Everyone in the world hated that.
Yeah, no, everybody just saw that and rolled their eyes. I think we had a few breakdancers in the grave just roll over at least once. Oh.
It didn't make break-in so that you could do this.
She broke. No, she broke the Olympics. So in a way, she did break dance. She break danced so hard she broke the Olympics.
Oh, Nick, I'm the only one allowed to do bad jokes like that.
But getting back to a point you were starting to make, and we kind of went off a different direction.
Yeah,
I definitely
sorry.
see the Sentai influence in this, like those demon things. They're color coded,
they're very much Power Rangers like.
They're kind of a mixture of like putties and Power Rangers. Like, they're very putty inspired. I thought, like, I saw Power Rangers somewhere in this movie, like on a shelf somewhere. Because this is in the middle of the Power Rangers. Like, this is 96.
Yeah.
Power Rangers came out like 93, 94. And
Yeah.
Power Rangers was still like very popular at the time. So I could see like and like, if you ever like if you watch kind of like the Turbo Man movie, which is kind of weird. It's like, so they have a Turbo Man movie in theaters, but he's watching it at home. So it's like, is that like a television episode or?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of confused here.
Nick, I just looked it up. Yes, in Jingle All the Way, there were Power Rangers references and figures on the shelves.
Okay.
So
Yeah, because like, there are actual like, they went to toy stores. It's like, if you ever want to do like an Easter egg hunt, like, go to some of those toys, like the movie, and like be like Spot It or whatever.
Yeah.
On the shelf.
Oh yeah, I love doing that.
There's a lot of product placement in this movie. You can very much tell Marvel did product, because there's no DC product placement. I like they're like, oh look, there's Cat in the Hat, and there's just a shot to like just a random shot. Like, they dedicated 30 seconds of the runtime to just like, hey, there's Cat in the Hat, and then a shot of Cat in the Hat waving. Like,
you know who I always forget is in the movie is the Tick. The Tick was there.
Yeah.
They had a guy dressed up as the Tick, like a full-on costume. In the parade.
That's because the cartoon was going at the time.
Yeah, I was about to say the Tick was like big.
Oh, Sonic! Sonic's in the movie.
Yeah, Sonic's there too. Yeah.
Sonic? Oh wait, the Sonic cartoon.
Yeah, this is the height of Sonic Mania, like 96. Like, it's starting to die down, but Sonic is still very like, yeah, and you can tell it's a classic Sonic design too.
Well,
like, I was watching, it was like, oh, there's Sonic.
Well, you can tell it's 30 years after that movie because Sonic is back in popularity.
I just bought Crossworlds, actually.
Where's our Turbo Man DLC?
No, I couldn't. I haven't played a Sonic game in forever, but Crossworlds looks so good.
Yep, there was Star Wars stuff.
Yep. The preamble to kid eventually becoming Anakin Skywalker.
See, here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize is they think, oh, the prequels came out and Star Wars was a lot popular. Like, no, Star Wars was very popular, even in the early to mid 90s. Like, it may
That's
not
when I
have
got
been
into
as
it.
popular, but like, I was as a kid growing up, like,
Oh yeah,
like Star Wars was still like, because like the toys were still amazing, very early 90s. Because like I think the thing that carried Star Wars from the 80s and the 90s was the expanded universe, where the books, the video games, the toys, they did a really good job of keeping Star Wars at least
alive.
on the cusp of mainstream until the prequels.
Well, that's how I got into it. Was the late '90s and the mid to late '90s. They did they played it on television a lot during like 95, 96, 97, 98.
The first time that I did it was they did a sci-fi channel special where they aired all 3 movies uncut, and they had like Carrie Fisher do like little snippets. My parents had recorded it on a VHS. That's how I first saw Star Wars, and this is probably around '94.
Well,
Yeah. Sorry.
Here's the thing. That happened. That's how I kind of got into it, because my dad would show it every now and then as a kid. Then sci-fi, and I watched it there. And then KOTOR came out when I was in my early 20s, and it took off from there.
Oh,
Yeah, and there's a lot of good Star Wars games. Like you had like this, like they had a couple Star Wars games on the NES. You had the Super Star Wars games on the Super Nintendo. PlayStation had a lot of really good ones. You had the PC. Like they were doing really well marketing Star Wars. And then you had the novels, and then they did the initiative, the Shadows of the Empire initiative, which the book, the comic, and all the toys. That was actually the test bed. It's a bit of trivia. So Shadows of the Empire was George Lucas testing to see how popular Star Wars still was. If Shadows of the Empire had bombed, we probably wouldn't have gotten the prequels. I think it was Shadows of the Empire, and then also re-releasing it in theaters was kind of like a test.
Yeah.
Yeah, those those VHS special edition re-releases.
Or even they did a special release before that.
Yes.
Like the special edition were 95, 96. I actually got to see Star Wars special edition in theaters around that time. That was magical.
I didn't know that it came out. I don't think I went to see it in the theater. I would have back then. I wasn't in that much trouble. That came later.
Yeah, my grandparents went and saw me and took it. Like, oh my god, like that was so cool seeing like Star Wars: A New Hope in theaters. That was awesome.
Well, the expanded universe was what really did it for me. That's what brought me in. And the fact that they disrespected it as much as they have kills me, because it was Tales from Jabba's Palace. That was the book that I got because I really like Return of the Jedi. That became my favorite of the first.
The sequel trilogy is just the legacy of the Force storyline. Kylo Ren is Darth Caedus. Rey is Jaina Solo. It's very obvious once you look at it.
Well, I suppose, but it's done poorly.
It's even weirder because, like, once you know that like they're based on the characters that were siblings and twins, it's like I do feel like they were meant to be Jaina and Jason. Like the connection they have, you could say because they were twins. Like I feel like at one point it was supposed to be revealed that they were twins. Which, by the way, that actually kind of would have been a good reveal. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that would have been better than the nothing they did.
It would have been a rehash of it, but they're already rehashing everything else. So why not just do it?
Look, just give somebody who actually knows Star Wars all the rights back and let them redo everything. It'll be better.
That's why, by the way, that's why I like going from Star Wars to Star Trek. The third in the Kelvin timeline, the third Star Trek movie, they gave it to a fan, Simon Pegg. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he salvaged that movie from a really terrible movie before it, and it made it feel like the characters.
Yes, and no. He did do a major flub. Like, remember, he made Sulu gay in it, and George Takei actually like came out against that.
Oh, I agree with that. I'm sure that was probably mandated. That kind of stuff gets mandated at the studio level if you want to have certain characters be certain things for representation.
Yeah,
I don't know that was him.
See, 2009. I defend that movie I defend Star Trek 2009.
If you ever do an episode on that, if you haven't already, I will happily debate you.
Okay, that is going to happen because Star Trek 2009 I defend because there wasn't like, I'm not saying it's perfect, but they tried to at least make it true to form. You know, I do kind of enjoy Into Darkness. It's a remake of Wrath of Khan. Why try to hide it? Like, come on, guys.
Dude, they tried to hide it in the trailer so hard, but everybody
It was
saw
so
it coming
obvious.
a mile away.
And like, God.
Like
I
that
think
line loses all impact because Khan didn't exist before this point in the stories that we're watching.
Yeah, that whole...
like people don't realize, like they just view Star Trek II: Wrath of Khan in isolation. Yes, it's a great movie, but really, what takes it to a whole nother level is the fact that Khan was on an episode of Star Trek 20 years prior. You know, like that setup there is real. Like, yes, Wrath of Khan is one of the best Star Trek movies. You know, but if you watch it in isolation, you're kind of losing about 30% of the film's greatness, and that 30% is the sequel to that episode.
You have to go back and watch the original Star Trek TV series from the 70s to even remotely get what's really going on.
Yeah.
And my thing with the third movie is I enjoy it because they kind of just let it have fun. And I think a lot of that is Justin Lin. Because they brought in Justin Lin, who directed a lot of the middle chapters of Fast and Furious. And yes, Star Trek Beyond does have a Fast and Furious feel to it. What I like about it is it's fun, but it doesn't care. Like, they defeat the aliens through the power of rock music. Like he's like, good song. And sounds like I like classical music. It's like, you got to realize that song is hundreds of years old at this point. So, you know,
yeah.
Like, it's stupid, it's dumb, but I love it.
Look, if people love War of the Worlds and the only thing that kills the aliens are bacteria, you're in good territory.
I love War of the Worlds. I have the ice. You mean the one with Ice Cube? I have that one on Blu-ray from China, sitting next to me right now. In fact,
why? That's a waste of plastic.
I actually do. I own it. I bought a bootleg copy because it's so awful. I wanted to show it to my friends, but I don't want to pay a streaming service for it.
Squid, here's what you need to do. If you ever have the opportunity to meet Ice Cube, you need to have him sign it.
That would be amazing. I could just ask him, but why though?
like just having an Ice Cube autographed copy of that movie. Like, he'll look at you, he'll give you shit for it. But like, he'll do it, I think.
No, sorry, I had to tell you guys that. That's very real. It's next to me on my. I've got a footrest over near my sofa, and it's sitting right on top of it.
No, but like the missed opportunity for the 2005 War of the Worlds. You know what would have been amazing reveal? Is at the end of the movie, you know, the aliens are gone down, and the pods open up, and E.T. falls out.
Oh, that would have been classic.
And it's revealed that the aliens this entire time were the E.T. aliens, and I love it because it just recontextualizes E.T. Like they were a expeditionary force, they were a scouting force, and now they're invading.
No, that would have been.
What I would have done is when they said, they buried the pods here. They did it like, you know, I feel like basically have it to be around the time of E.T. You know, say this movie takes place in, let's say, when did E.T. come out? Like 81. They buried the pods here 14 years ago. You know, and then people would do the math like 81. Like basically just be like a subtle foreshadowing of them being aliens.
That would work if it wasn't based off a book, unfortunately.
I mean, books get changed all the time, and Steven Spielberg directed it because, like, that's the best part. If Steven Spielberg wanted to do that, he could do it because he directed E.T. So if he wanted to like do that to his own movie, see, I think the problem is it basically reframes E.T. It's one of those like retcons that changes a past, and I normally don't like those, but it does kind of reframe E.T. into a bit of a horror movie.
Yeah.
And I know Steven is very protective of E.T. It's kind of his baby.
Holy
Squid,
cow.
what do you think about that revelation?
Honestly, I don't know.
She's like, I'm questionable, but I'll go with it for now.
One little reference that does reframe things is, you know, in ET where he sees Yoda and he's like, you know.
Yeah, the
And then
aliens are in the
in the Senate.
prequels.
So it actually so he recognizes Yoda because, you know, which that opens a whole new question, because like if ET's race knows what Yoda looks like, and then he recognizes it, like, that is so many questions.
How did somebody get from a galaxy far, far, far away that you can't break out of easily given their technology and get to Earth? Questions that need to be answered. Bigly. Why?
I mean, there are Star Wars stories where they do like break out of like they go beyond the known galaxies.
Well, that's where like the Yuzan Vong live and stuff. You don't want to go
Yuzan
there.
Vong, and I
That's
think
scary.
Droman Koss is. I think Droman Koss, like a lot of the Sith space, is technically outside the galaxy.
Yeah, Drum and Koss, yeah. It's a little bit. Oh,
But
that's
anyway,
just-
sorry. I think this all started because I started talking about how I felt about the third Star Trek movie, and that was because if they just would have hired somebody who cared about Star Wars at all, I feel that they could have done great with the sequel trilogy. But they really they do just need to delete it. They need to delete it from history.
Well,
Just
to be
start
fair,
over.
they're not going to do the Kelvin timeline thing anymore. Like they were trying to get a fourth going with basically Chris Pine and Chris Hemsworth, like father son kind of thing, which I think in the right hands could have worked, but the Kelvin timeline has just been a mess. And the problem
Star Trek,
is,
they've
waited so long.
Everything about it.
We could have gotten another Also, please, for the love of God, bring William Shatner to something while he's still alive. Like, I know he's in his 90s, but if Paramount was like, hey, we want you to be like a supporting role in this movie, he would probably do it. Because all he needs to do is just show up, get in a costume, say his lines, and walk out.
Yeah, that's it. That's all he has to do. And then he hands it over from do it the way this should have been done.
At least we got Picard season 3. Like, I'm at least grateful we at least got that.
Yeah.
You
Oh, we're getting Starfleet Academy now, where they've got freaking Jem'Hadar, who somehow reproduced without genitalia. Tell me. Anyway, I apologize. I'm very upset about the Jem'Hadar.
You know these people. Lore is an obstacle for these kind of people. So
that's the thing. Like,
lore to these people is a blank void in their head. They don't understand it. They don't understand. Watch the original series, watch the movies, and then build something new.
Oh my God! I saw your proof. That wow.
Yeah.
There you go. This is not hard, people.
That's the thing. It isn't hard. It's basic media literacy, but they don't need the literacy. They're just getting paid by the studio to do whatever, and the studio doesn't care.
And then you have a lot of them where it's like, oh, I had this original script. No one wants to do it. Fine. I'm just going to latch on to an IP and then just morph it into something it's not so I can tell my original story. Or the words that I hate. Like, I'm just telling you this right now. If I'm ever in the process of like adapting Lost Kingdom or Screecher and the director says, oh, I want to put my own stamp on it, firing them immediately. I will, you know,
run.
I will basically be like, okay, if you do not fire this guy immediately, I will go scorch earth.
I was about to say, this is why you should always carry a flamethrower on you with a warning.
By the way, this is why like Lost Kingdom's not going to be adapted for like 30, 40 years. Because like I'm going to be like that one director who's like, you got to do it right. I don't want to just hand it off. I'm not here for the money, you know. And then like just like some no-name director or producer comes in and like actually has the right vision, and they tell the good story, you know.
Yeah,
that's how it usually happens.
That would work.
Lore is a suggestion. Yeah, for those people, it is. And
lore is a suggestion.
It's so weird because, I'm sorry, I got us off on the Star Trek topic. That's my fault.
We're in the second hour. The second hour is like we usually exhaust the topic in the first hour. The second hour is for fun, so we're good.
Okay, so the Kelvin timeline essentially created a split universe.
Yes.
which I hate. It makes no sense because there were already many split universes prior to that.
Yeah.
But
Okay, we're having a preview for our Star Trek 09 video right here. I would argue because they have so many like split timelines, just creating another one that's perfectly in line with Star Trek. And I think the way
the
they
other
do it
ones, the other ones all have the same people in the same roles at the same age, and this one does not, which is the problem in my eyes, because this one involves like time traveling to the far past plus a split universe. It creates a whole new problem. But my point is, what was I originally getting at? Crap. Discovery almost was good because Brian Fuller originally had it, and Brian Fuller wrote episodes of Deep Space Nine. He wrote some of the most fun episodes of Deep Space Nine. The guy knew what he was doing with Star Trek, and he left because of disputes with Paramount, CBS, or whatever version of that.
It's Paramount.
I tried to watch the first season Discovery. I thought it was terrible, honestly.
Yeah, they fired him and they brought in Kurtzman and Ortsy. And those two are a plague as far as I'm concerned. Anything they touch, I can't handle.
All of our houses.
Look.
To me, it's like Star Trek is supposed to be episodic, like, hey, here's the episode, we tell our story and character development over season. Like Star Trek is an IP that is made for 22 episode seasons every year. It's about the character development. It's not freaking like this. Okay, I'm going to tell you the problem with New Trek right now. They want it to be Star Wars. And I will fully admit this is a problem with the Abrams Star Trek is. They desperately are trying to make it Star Wars, but it's not.
Yes.
Star Wars is great. I love Star Wars, but Star Trek is more introspective. Yes, they have action. Yes, they have spaceship battles. Those are great. But like
Star Trek is proper sci-fi.
Let me tell you the essence. Let me show you a scene. Like there's just start talking about some stuff, Squid.
Yeah.
Some stuff. Brian Fuller.
Star Trek.
When Brian Fuller was doing Discovery, I fully expected, that things would probably not go 100% the way I wanted, but he's the one who did Hannibal, which I actually am a big fan of. The guy, he took
Pushing Daisies. He did Pushing Daisies as well.
Yes. With Hannibal, he took lore that existed and completely changed it, but made me like it still. And that's what they should have gone with.
All right, look, this clip right here, this is the essence of Star Trek right here.
Respect, sir. I have always felt free to voice my opinions, even when they differ from those of Captain Picard or Commander Riker.
That is true. But in those situations, you were acting as head of security, not...
Okay, I'm sorry. I can only do so much because copyright, but you get the idea.
That's fair. No, yeah, talking. Star Trek talking.
There's a reason they call TNG competency corn. Where like everyone acts like adults. Everyone just acts like a professionals and adults. Like this is like this scene. There's a reason this scene keeps getting brought up because this is like how we envision professionals acting. Like this is a scene where there's a disagreement. They go to a separate area. They talk about it like adults. They both air their grievances and they both come to a mutual understanding.
Yeah.
And oh my God, it's not that hard, people.
And then they walk away from it, and never bring it up again. Yeah. I love Deep Space Nine. I love it.
TNG, yeah. Deep Space Nine was definitely they were trying to go like, I don't know, like I feel like people like they kind of don't like the Berman era. I like it. I think like to me Berman was like Star Trek at its height. Like people don't realize we were eating so good in the 90s with Star Trek. We had like the amazing we had like the TOS movies and the TNG movies. We had at least 2 Star Trek shows on at the same time, sometimes 3.
And then we got all not all of the Next Generation movies were good. I'll acknowledge that. But we got
Insurrection, I'm looking at you.
So am I. But we got good movies. We got good shows.
First Contact is probably my favorite Star Trek movie. To be fair, it was like my first Star Trek movie as a kid, so obviously I have some love for it. But that movie, even if you watch it today, oh God, it's good. It is really so good.
You got it lucky. That was your first Star Trek movie? My first...
Assimilate this!
Yeah.
I love that line.
My first Star Trek movie was Save the Whale.
Oh, the undiscovered country.
See, my first one was 4. My first one was 4 before I had seen anything about Star Trek ever. My mom happened to be watching it, so I had no idea what was going on.
It's like, oh yeah, let's violate the space-time continuum and let's give this person warp technology 200 years before it's even supposed to happen. Yeah, that's cool, guys. Yeah.
Sure, let's do that. Oh, while we're at it, why don't we give him cold fusion?
Oh gosh. I'm a Voyager defender because like I watch that every week with my dad, and that's another one of my few happy memories with him, and I will defend Voyager.
See, my favorite's Deep Space Nine. I think my least favorite of the mainline series is Voyager, but that's not to say it's necessarily bad. I just feel like sometimes they drop the ball.
Okay, that's fair.
On story
it's
points.
Definitely a series that like basically once 709 comes in, it gets really, really like I think that's when the show like, and that's like 3 or 4 seasons in, but like 7 of 9 was, and here's the thing, yes, Jerry Ryan's hot. Yes, she's in a skin-tight suit. But they give her so many really good storylines. Like the Borg stuff, her becoming human. Yes, she's attractive.
Oh, yeah, she's a great character.
The show knows she's attractive. But they also give her really good... Like, she's still a human character. Yes, she's attractive, but she's also a really good character.
Yeah, no. I anyone who goes that she is just there for sex appeal, I will backhand into
It's part of it. It's part of it.
They haven't watched it, if that's what they say, you know?
To be fair... That's
because she was probably the best character.
Probably the best character. Like, but that was part of it. The sex appeal was part of it. But they also put in legwork to actually make her interesting. That's the distinction, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, if I can, I don't like Captain Janeway, and I will tell you the one reason why. Do you remember the episode where Q says, "Have a baby with me, and I will snap your crew right back to your quadrant"? Get back there. You will go home if you and I have a baby. I want a baby, he says. Give me a baby. Everybody gets to go home right now. And she says no.
What a bitch.
I mean,
I feel like as a female, if she really means that she wants to spend her life getting these people home, that is a tiny price to pay.
and here's
as
the thing.
A woman,
if they had written it to where Janeway, if you really want to like give your life force and we'll get them home, she probably would have done it because it's like, I think it's kind of like, God, I hate using the word, but it's a feminist angle. Like if she like give her life, yes, give her body, no.
The thing is, she just doesn't give a good reason for it. The show just kind of assumes that you'll be like, that's ridiculous. But her duty is to her people, and her people are here because of a bad decision she made. Yeah. Which, so for me, it all came apart.
She chose. Here's the thing. Literally, they could have gotten back in the first episode, but they chose to destroy the wormhole.
Well, here's the thing. Her whole character arc ends in a bad way. The final episode is her going from the future to the past, right where she knows she is, to give the crew the way to get home, and she kills herself for it.
Like, and if you can time travel, why didn't she try and travel to season 1?
Thank you.
That's the thing. That's why I say it's my least favorite of all the series, but it's not bad. Like, it's a good show. There's a lot of fun stuff. I like the characters a lot.
One thing I find interesting is Kate Mulgrew hated Jerry Ryan. Like, oh, they're bringing her for the sex pot. But, like, some of their best scenes were them together. Like, I'll give Kate Mulgrew credit. She left her personal feelings at the door and still acted and did her job. I'll give her some credit. And I liked how 7 of 9 and Janeway had a good kind of mother-daughter relationship and, like, a mentorship. Those were some of the best scenes, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I had no idea that was the case. She did a good job.
Yeah,
if that's
I mean,
true,
they've later reconciled or
doesn't
whatever.
bleed through.
But like, oh gosh.
That's
also Jerry Ryan is just like the coolest person ever. Like, she just seems a nice person to be around, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, if I was at a bar, I'd buy her a drink and just like chat with her for a few hours, have a good time.
Yeah, I can see myself doing that.
The thing I liked is all the characters had good backstories, like Tom Paris, stuff with his dad, Ensign Kim, who was a constant punching bag.
Poor Harry.
Yeah.
He was my favorite character, and he just got shit on.
Do you remember
pardon
that
the
one
language.
episode where they had the relay and they were getting letters and like, oh, Harry, he's not getting his letter from his parents. Like, I loved at the end where Torres like, here's your letter, Harry. I downloaded it the last second. Thank you. You gave a boy a bone.
Well,
wait, isn't Lieutenant Broccoli? Doesn't he show up in those episodes where they're relaying
I think
stuff?
so. I think he's like a hologram.
Yeah. Sorry, I love him.
Yeah, yeah. He's an interesting story. Like it's his holodeck addiction. I mean, growing the beard is a trope for a reason.
Yeah.
Here's my question: Can you do the Riker maneuver?
Oh man.
Dude, just talk about the beard real quick. That moment, is it in DS9 or is it TNG where he has the full Riker beard and then he rips the sideburns off to show it's a goatee to show that he's not actually our Riker?
Oh yeah.
That's meta.
I think it might be in DS9 because he did show up in DS9. Yeah, so he's got like he's supposed to be Will Riker, and then he rips the beard, the sideburns off, so it's an evil.
One thing I love about the TNG movies is I love how the first they keep trying to come up with ways to get Worf back on the Enterprise, and then by the time of the last one, they're like, oh yeah, he's here. They don't even bother to explain it.
Yeah, it's just like he's here. Fuck it, screw it, he's here.
Like First Contact, he's literally using the Defiant to fight the Borg, which that's so cool. Sorry, the Defiant is my favorite ship, otherwise known as Benjamin Sisko's mother effing pimp hand.
I have a Defiant Christmas ornament that you plug into the Christmas tree light, and its lights flash.
No, Squid, have you heard that joke about Benjamin Sisko's mother effing pimp hand?
Yes.
So, I mean, since we're on Star Trek, a thought came into my head just for jokes, and this is referencing Mass Effect. I'll admit that, but I asked the question: if they did a cross-universe fight, how fast would the the starships from Star Trek just utterly obliterate the not the Geth, the Reapers in about 5 minutes?
Oh, have you seen that fan film where it's a combination of Mass Effect, Star Trek, and Star Wars?
Yes. And Halo's in it too. I've seen it.
Squid, have you seen that fan film? It is glorious.
No, I actually haven't played Mass Effect, and I've barely played
Oh
Halo.
my god!
Okay.
You need to play Mass Effect on your stream. Seriously, I will loan you out.
That's
I will
what
loan you out
that's what I
Jason
hear.
Ingram, because he is a Mass Effect super fan who can guide you. I will loan him out to you. I will pimp him out to you.
Yeah. If you need me, I'll be there. Just tell me how to do it.
Well, that's not a bad idea, honestly. I know I need to play
Do you
them.
have Mass Effect Legendary Edition? Do you have that?
I might.
Because
The
it's
thing
Black
is,
Friday.
my Steam account was a gift from someone else, and they had a lot of games, so I don't know what I've got.
Check right now because they're doing the Black Friday sales. You probably get it for cheap.
I do not.
Yeah.
That's a good
Get
thought.
Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and then I'll walk you through.
And it's currently $6.
$5.99. Yeah.
If
Okay. Twist my arm.
like literally, if you do not do it, I will buy it for you. Like seriously, it's $6. I can handle that.
It's either he buys it or I buy it. Ask him what I've done for him.
Yeah. Oh God, he bought me Baldur's Gate 3, and I hate him for it.
That's another one I still need to play. Oh, I changed my hair color. I'm sorry.
I'm playing through Baldur's Gate 3, and I can see why people love it. I can see why this game is beloved.
I've been playing through Baldur's Gate, and then I had to stop because they artificially inflated the difficulty of the final boss in the first game when they did the remaster. And I can't beat him with my current party, so I'm kind of screwed. I looked it up. I'm like, why is this so hard? I've handled the rest of the game okay. What's going on?
Squid, I gotta step away for a moment. Tell me what you think of Star Trek Enterprise.
You know what? I didn't like Enterprise when
What?
it was on TV. But I changed my mind. It is now I think it's my favorite after DS9 now. I love Enterprise now.
I haven't. I need to.
The first season is a little rough, but that's true about any Star Trek.
But
I find
the original Star Trek run was rough. But by the end of it, everybody loved it.
That's the thing with Star Trek, and unfortunately for Enterprise, it didn't get the amount of seasons the others did because UPN saw the ratings and they just didn't give it time.
The problem with Enterprise is so TNG didn't get good till maybe season 3. Some people say season 2. Like season 1 of TNG is rough. Like you said, all Star Trek episodes are rough. Like the problem with Enterprise is didn't start getting good till like maybe seasons 4 or 5. And as soon as it was getting good, like as soon as they kind of found it, because the problem with Enterprise was it was meant to be one thing. And then that didn't work, so they started tweaking it, and they finally found a formula that worked, and then it ended. And then, oh my god, that final episode, like, I like Enterprise, okay? Flaws and all. It's flawed, but I like it. That last episode is bullshit. Fucking bullshit. This is the last episode of Enterprise. This is the finale of the Berman era of Star Trek, okay? Like, this could have been the finale of Star Trek as a whole, because Star Trek went on hiatus for 4 years after this. And it's basically an episode of TNG.
What?
Yeah, so the final episode is they bring back Riker and Deanna Troi, and the framing is Riker is having some stupid problem, and he's going back to old Hollow stuff, interacting with people on the Enterprise around the time of the signing of the Federation Charter. Like, fine, the Federation signing as the end of Enterprise. That's cool. That's kind of, it's a prequel. So, like, having that be the finale, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But have that be the characters. Like, if it were me, I'd be like, we'll sign the charter, and maybe there's like one last adventure, you know, where the preventing the signing. Cool, that's your finale or whatever. And in the end, the original Enterprise gets destroyed. You see Archer, you know, like looking at it as it gets destroyed from the escape pods, but they still sign the charter or whatever. The end, the beginning. Sorry, I'm a writer. I'm an okay writer.
It's terrible.
Why can I write a better finale to Enterprise in 30 seconds, just off the top of my head?
Because you have a functioning.
That's what's so upsetting.
A functioning brain. You have a functioning brain. Most
like
of these
literally
people...
off the top of my head in like 30 seconds, I came up with like. I'm not saying it would have been like the best thing ever, but it would have been probably pretty decent.
Yeah, because there's a lot of little fill you got to do in between A, B, and C. But that's where fan fiction writers come in handy.
To be fair, the fill between A, B, and C is really where you lose a lot of writers. I mean, look at the Game of Thrones writers. Like they're great at the moments, but the getting in between there or getting characters to those places is where they messed up. Where a lot of writers do, but you know that's whatever.
Yeah, that's why you.
Sorry, I got a little bit animated there for a moment.
No, the final episode of Enterprise is awful.
So,
but Enterprise was so good. The first season storyline was awful though.
What you're saying to me is, if you could take the final episode and throw it in a black hole and it's forgotten for all time, that would be a good thing.
I do like it when they had some of that mirror universe stuff in like season 5, and then they went to the TOS era. That was like probably the only like they I know they did something similar in Deep Space Nine, or like the episode where they were like I love, and this is like when they were really paying attention to detail. Is it was during an actual episode of TNG.
Yeah, so everything corresponded, and they like worked them into scenes in place of other people because they were time traveled. So they just acted with the scenes. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
No, the TNG stuff, the mirror universe stuff that Enterprise did, it added a lot of really interesting stuff. Like it did.
I even liked how they changed the intro to get reflected. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the intro to Enterprise. It's been a long way. Yeah, like I love
it's
that.
actually an amazing song.
Yeah, I actually do like. I do like it.
The point where I knew Enterprise started getting good was when we saw that time traveling alien dressed as a Nazi. I'm going to spoil that for you, Jason, and you haven't seen it. I'm not going to tell you where it happens or when it happens or how it happens. But it's a
I
thing.
will give
I
Enterprise
find
credit.
that funny.
They do fix some plot holes. Like they fixed the Klingon plot hole with like the ridges and the no ridges. I think that was really nice. And I do like how they bring in Dr. Soong, played by Brent Spiner. I think that was like low-key kind of genius. It's like, okay, yeah, Dr. Soong made an android that looks like him. That makes sense. I like it. It's an excuse to bring back Brent Spiner and have, I think that was cool.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it's a shame it took them, but they embraced the pulpiness and the campiness of it, which is why when they did stuff like that in the later seasons, it worked really well because it felt like it was bridging into a TOS kind of feeling without becoming too goofy.
I think that
about it.
was like one of Discovery's problems is it's a prequel. It doesn't feel like a prequel. That's the problem.
Yeah.
No, the whole Kelvin and everything having to do with the alternate universe that they've created, everything felt the tech didn't match. The looks didn't match, the tech didn't match. And you can accept that to a degree, but when you have something like Enterprise come along before it and do it properly, then you get something like Discovery and it's a glaring problem.
That's the problem I think that Beyond had, where they find a ship from like way back when, which is before the
Yeah, it was an NX model.
Yeah, it was before
like an early one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
And the thing is, that ship shouldn't look like that because that's before the time split, kind of thing.
Well, here's the thing. I just looked it up. It seems that they're dropping the Kelvin nonsense and starting something new, which I hope they do.
I just kind of want them to be done with it at this point. I'm at the point of seeing my toys be smashed together so much that they're falling to pieces, and I'm kind of like, I'm okay with no more Star Trek or Star Wars. I'd make new sci-fi franchises.
Well,
and put effort into them.
I mean, if you want new sci-fi, Jason Ingram, grab the Barnes & Noble link, please.
Oh, I'll grab it.
Put it in private chat. So, Squid, I don't know if you realize I wrote a novel.
Oh, you did?
Yes, actually. Let me grab it for you. I wasn't thinking about showing my thing here. But yeah, I wrote a novel and I kickstarted it, and it is available now. And if you want new sci-fi Star Trek stuff, here you go.
Yeah, he's got it. I'm copying it right now. It's also the Barnes and Noble.
Thank you. I might have to
too,
check that out.
Hey,
yeah, it's available like Barnes and Noble, Amazon. Basically, are you familiar with the hero's journey formula?
Yeah.
So this is a hero's journey story. You just copied the Discord, but okay.
Oh wait, no, I didn't want the Discord copied. I wanted the. Oh my god.
So this is a hero's journey from the mentor's point of view. Like imagine Star Wars from Obi-Wan's perspective. And the big thing is this is a fantasy novel set in space.
Sounds Star Warsy.
Yeah.
I almost said Star Trek by accident, but I know the difference. I know it, damn it.
No, here is the link. It's on Barnes and Noble.
Well, thank you.
And I'll send you it in chat right now. You can kind of check it out. These are available, right now. $20. And it is a bit of a chonker. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not so thick you can use it as a bludgeoning device, or maybe it is.
I mean, Jason, as a person who has read it, what do you think?
It's good. I'll say that much. I don't remember details, but I enjoyed it. It actually does. It does carry the sci-fi feel to it, and that's what it needs.
Yeah, please, read it, and if you like it, maybe do a review.
Yeah, I'll totally check it out. If you ask me, unfortunately, like 6 months after I've read it, I probably can't give you a full breakdown. I have a very bad memory, I have aphantasia, so my memory when it comes to books especially is like in one ear out the other. I'll know if I like it, but I'll have trouble remembering a lot of lore unless it's like something I study.
Yeah. Well,
so I just fair warning.
To be fair, in the back, there is a glossary of a lot of terms.
Oh, that'll be useful. Those are good to have.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna have to do.
Basically, this I'm a big Wheel of Time fan, and they always had the glossaries. Like Oh, he's a Wheel of Time fan. You can just tell, like, the cover is very, like, Wheel of Time-ish. They had the glossaries in the background. That was kind of my thing. And then someone's saying, hi, Squid.
Hi, Kaiju!
But yeah, that's the cool thing about indies is, mainstream lets us down. We do our own thing. Like with Screecher, mainstream comic, create my own Batman kind of thing.
The real sad part of all of it is how do people push through that awful Hollywood bubble that they have, where they just destroy everything we love.
Well,
and all we can do is do our best and hope we can get to that point where we can usurp those people.
Because, like, have you seen what some people are able to do with, like, lower budgets? Like, I think there was this one Gareth Edwards film he did a few years back on, like, a really low budget that was really good. And, like, the technology of, like, people, like, if you want it, like, honestly, to do indies could do Star Trek, okay?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like
No,
Star Trek is just
have you ever
costumes, people standing around talking, and the occasional space flight. Like, we could do, we could probably put on a Star Trek episode for, like, maybe 5 to 10K per episode.
Yeah. No, it'd be doable. Do you know Journey Quest or The Gamers? Do you know those movies and that series?
No. Yeah.
Oh, well, you should check out Journey Quest if you haven't. It's really good.
Well,
but I've known some of those people, and they do. You're right. The amount of effort that like small studios put in, especially with like Kickstarter, you can get some really good stuff.
Bring up. And I'm coming from the the horror movie angle.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Terrifier?
Oh yeah.
That is not done by a studio. That's done by one man and the crew he hired.
We need to bring back low budget filmmaking, because I think for the last 20, 30 years we kind of conditioned ourselves to do like high budget, high quality stuff. But like look at Sam Raimi, the Sam Raimi's of the world. Like Sam Raimi, he didn't have a dolly for a camera. You want to know what he did? He nailed a camera to a 2x4. They got like a crap ton of like KY Vaseline jelly, put it on the floor, and he just pulled the camera rig on the wood to get the dolly shot,
Yeah, no, it's a very good point. Horror is kind of the only place that still has really, because of the distribution, and you still have so many low-budget horror movies, and the distribution is so easy. You've got places like Shudder that actually are willing to take these tiny movies and push them out there. You've got services that'll do that.
I think it's because
you don't necessarily have that for fantasy and sci-fi yet.
Fantasy has always kind of been on the back burner. Like, every so often we'll get a good fantasy film. They're very rare. Sci-fi, the thing with sci-fi is you need to be like horror. You can get away with putting someone in a rubber suit. Just turn the lighting down like 5 stops. Have them barely seen or whatever. Sci-fi, you kind of have to have a certain level of production quality depending on what you do. And I don't know, like I look at stuff like Rebel Moon, which, quality of the movie aside, special effects, it looks pretty good. I think that like indies with enough passion and expertise could make a movie with the production quality, I'm just saying production quality, of Rebel Moon. And I think to kind of circle back to Jingle All the Way, this film is well made. It's well shot, well lit. The camera work is really good. It feels like a modern movie. Like, without the technology, or even if you just said it's set in 96 and I just sourced all the stuff really well. If you told me this was a Netflix film, I would believe you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think most people would say the same. If you just said, oh, it's a Netflix original movie, but it's set during 96. Like, and it was like, oh yeah, it was made last year.
Yeah, it would be believable.
Like, it has that production quality, I don't know what this says about Netflix originals or what it says about this film, but
it says a lot and a little at the same time.
And like the thing is, I've seen Netflix originals where the production quality is pretty decent, like Heart of Stone, the Gal Gadot film. It's a pretty decent action film. Like, it's decently made. Did you ever see the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon sequel they did?
No.
It was pretty decent. They brought back Ming-Na Wen. That was cool. And they had Jet Li in it, so it had like some legit martial arts in it. But You know, it was okay.
All right. So long as it's not atrocious, I might give it a look.
Yeah, I say give it a look. It's worth a try, but I don't know. I feel like we need to kind of like we're starting to bring back the indie spirit. It's a bit slow going.
Well, I mean, hit a few studios with an antimatter bomb. We should get it back. Don't worry about it.
But it's like you said, the horror has a whole distribution system that not any of the other genres have. You know, also the horror audience.
It's interesting.
The horror audience, like there's also an audience there who voraciously consume that media to support the industry. Sci-fi and fantasy don't have that. That's the problem.
Yeah, that actually, you know what? That really is it, because horror has always been kind of such a fantasy and sci-fi have needed a lot of budget in the past to be able to do anything and not make it look like
garbage.
You know, an awful, obviously
like literally,
bad film.
you could do a horror movie where it's like a trash bag on someone and they kill someone with a knife, and it could be $1 billion movie.
I'm gonna tell you right out the gate. My friend and I, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we sat there and we tried to watch a Thor movie based on the actual Nordic mythology, okay? We could only watch that movie for 5 minutes. It was a low budget movie. Thor Thor and the entire crew was walking around in t-shirts and blue jeans. Okay, we'll let that slide. But then they said Mjolnir. But they didn't say Mjolnir, they said Mjolnir. And we were like,
what? Guys, we all know it's pronounced meow meow. We all know it's pronounced meow meow.
And I'm like, if you can't even get that right, I don't trust your movie at this point.
But yeah, the horror movie thing, you're right, because it's had such a small distribution has always been kind of like the horror community is used to VHS tape trading and stuff like that, going a long ways back. Because of all the low budget movies that always were easy to make. So many low budget movies.
Here's the thing. Here's what we realize. Star Trek was once the epitome of low budget sci-fi. Star Trek was the high budget franchise. People like it's kind of flipped now, which is kind of weird. But like Star Trek was the they're wearing a rubber mask from the reused sets. Like Star Trek was the cheap sci-fi because it was television, and Star Trek was like Star Wars was, the high budget.
Yeah, and now it's flipped. Thank you, Disney. We appreciate your effort.
And low budget sci-fi was a thing. Like look at watch old school Doctor Who from the 80s, or even the 2000s. Like the early revival series has that like low budget passion kind of thing to it. Like it's got a little bit more budget than the 80s, but not like a ginormous budget like they have now. And it has that kind of like realness to it. Like basically the first two Doctor eras, like by the time they get to Matt Smith, they got the high budget. But like the David Tennant era has that like low budget passion to it.
Well, that's why everybody loves Dave Tennant until recently.
But yeah, like go look at old school Doctor Who. It is cheap as hell, and people love it. Or a lot of sci-fi, like Red Dwarf.
Oh, Red Dwarf is so good.
It's carried by the comedy and the characters, but like Quatermass, like a lot of British sci-fi TV has that low budget feel, or Sequest, DSV, or Star Trek, Stargate SG-1. Like Babylon 5. I mean, some of those have a little bit of a higher budget, but still.
Don't say that word, because I am still wanting it to come back. Damn you. Stargate is like my bread and butter when it comes.
Oh, you haven't heard, have you? Amazon is bringing back Stargate.
I want to obliterate. I want to obliterate some of these people. Atomize them.
It's adorable. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah. Okay. In my defense, I've only really seen the movie Stargate, and I love the movie. And I've like seen clips of the episodes. So
yeah, I've never actually watched the Stargate show myself.
I'm the reverse of that. I have seen the TV series Stargate, all of that, all the way to Stargate Atlantis. I've seen all of that. Missed a few of the other ones that came after. But it's good. You actually feel the characters, which is rare in TV.
Ready? Yeah, okay, great. Perfect.
Absolutely.
Welcome everyone to site gateworld.net. My new Stargate series is coming to Prime Video. What? Brad, this shouldn't be news to you. Oh, right, it isn't, but it is great news.
Still just hearing it is like, oh my god.
They didn't have the money for an actual trailer, so they just stuck a bunch of old guys in a Zoom call. See, Amazon's so weird for me because like they're hit and miss. Like Reacher, I've only really seen the first season, but like the first season's great. I love Invincible. I actually do like Fallout. I am excited for season 2. Squid, are you excited for season 2 of Fallout?
I didn't watch the first season. I've never played a Fallout game.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. No, man. It's funny. A lot of my stuff is I do a lot of single player games.
Okay.
When I don't,
Fallout or single player?
But I know Fallout is single player. I know. Somehow that time period, everything missed me. I don't know what I was up to. I think I owned a Wii during that time period, and
Here's what you need to do in December.
really
Okay. So Fallout Season 2 comes out in December 17th. They're going to New Vegas. So what you need to do is you need to stream Fallout New Vegas and be playing Fallout New Vegas for the first time. Hop on the algorithm. Make bank, girl.
Not a bad idea.
Just know you're going to need to mod it because it's a bit glitchy. And you're going to need to do a few mods for stabilization. Now, you're on Twitch, so there's like copyrighted songs. I'm a YouTuber, so I have to worry about it. But you're Twitch, so you don't have to worry about that. Like, do a few mods to like for stabilization and whatnot, and then also save often. And see, the big problem with the game is the more like it has a RAM problem. So like the more interiors you enter, like the RAM builds up, and then you do a crash. Like there is a console command to kind of flush it out. Like Squid, this was built on the Oblivion engine. It's held together with duct tape and prayers.
I was gonna say I tried playing Skyrim and it was a modding disaster and everything broke and I just stopped playing it.
This is like worse than Skyrim because this is before this is before they renamed it to Creation Engine. Like, oh, they're not using the same engine. Like, yes, it's still Gamebryo under the hood. You can call it Creation Engine all you want. You can call it Creation Engine 2. You're still using Gamebryo.
Well, the games must be really good because everybody's willing to do all that stuff to play.
Play Fallout New Vegas, and you'll see. I'll actually be streaming New Vegas. So if you just want to like tune into my streams, kind of get an idea, you're welcome to.
You know what's funny is I haven't played New Vegas, obviously, but I did play Outer Worlds.
That was made by the same devs, but
Yeah, and I heard it was not good. A lot of people don't like that game, so maybe I will really like New Vegas because I loved that game.
Here's the other thing. New Vegas is my favorite. Everyone considers the best. They're probably right. Yeah. 3 is not bad. 3 is enjoyable. And 4, honestly, I enjoy it. I think 4 is fine. Void 76, that's like a multiplayer kind of thing. And they had Fallout 1 and 2. They're kind of like point and click, kind of like Baldur's Gate. So if you want like a different experience, so since you're doing Baldur's Gate, maybe play Fallout 1. You'll still get the algorithm boost, but like if like that's more your speed, maybe try and play Fallout 1 and 2.
I think I was looking at it because it's on sale somewhere. I saw it for like dirt cheap.
Well, it's going to be dirt cheap.
Fallout
really
1
old
and 2.
game.
If you're a fan of Baldur's Gate, it has that like Baldur's Gate, Planescape Torment, Neverwinter Nights, that kind of like feel like top down, you click, you do stuff. Maybe try that, because that might be more your speed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. Classic collection for $5. Fallout Tactics, and Fallout 2.
I don't know much about Tactics, but Fallout 1 and 2 are pretty good.
Turn-based strategy. I'll probably love it and be terrible at it. That
would make for a good stream. That would make for a good stream.
Dude, I'm terrible. That's my favorite game ever on the PC is Heroes of Might and Magic 3.
Oh.
I am abysmal at it. I've never beaten a campaign level. I've been playing it since it came out. I'm terrible at tactical games,
well,
but I love
if
them.
you're terrible at-
I know how you feel. One of my favorite games of all time is Sonic 2. I have never beaten Sonic 2. I love the game. I love it. But I've never actually because like I think the farthest I've gotten, it's always that dang Metropolis zone that keeps getting me. Sometimes I'll get past that until like the final like part of the stages, but like, oh gosh, I've never actually like beaten Sonic 2, but it is legit one of my favorite games of all time.
I'll go ahead and admit it. I've only beaten. You're talking about tactical games. Age of Mythologies. I've only beaten it once, twice. And now they've got the new version of it out, where they just updated the graphics. It's still the same story. Final Fantasy or Age of Mythologies 1 and 2 are now one game, and they're expanding on it.
I think that's kind of like its own kind of genre of like games you love but you're terrible at. Like I love Final Fantasy VIII, but the most I've gotten is like the beginning of Disc 2. Like I've never actually done a proper run of the game, but I love it.
Yeah.
Symphony of the Night, I love it, but I've gotten to the inverted castle. I've obviously beaten the first half, but like the inverted castle portion, I've never gotten past that part. But oh God, I love it. Isn't it kind of like that's always? I think it's something we don't talk about a lot. Is like games that we love but we're terrible at. It's just funny.
Yeah, it is. That's Heroes 3. Like I said, I've been playing it since it came out, which I think was what 90.
I don't even think I know what game.
Okay, that needs to be a topic. That needs to be a topic for the stream. I can feel it right now.
99 from Ubisoft. Heroes of Might and Magic 3.
Okay, I've never played any of the Heroes of Might and Magic.
I think the only Might and Magic game I played there was one for the Game Boy Color. I had it as a kid, and I played it.
It must have been awful.
I thought it was kind of cool. Like you move things around. You had like these beasts, and like you had like kind of things on a row. I don't know.
No, that sounds. I know what you're talking about. That sounds like it. I didn't know it was on the Game Boy Color. That's crazy.
Interesting.
No, it's here. If you ever play any of the Heroes games, the third one, Complete Edition, you can find it only on on GOG, because if you go on Steam, you get the remastered version, which is lacking all of the DLC. It's ridiculous. They had 2 expansions in that game, and it doesn't have the expansions. It just has the base game.
Boo.
But
boo, I say.
Yeah.
Boo.
But GOG has the complete version. That I don't know why they separated it, but they did. And they've got a new one that's actually coming out finally after all these years. Being made, I think, by a Russian dev team, because the game's still really huge in Russia. They still have tournaments and stuff over there. So it's being done by people who love the third game, which in my opinion is the best game. That's my advertisement for Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Thank you.
No.
All right, so apparently the one I had was Heroes of Might and Magic for the Game Boy Color, and this is what it looks like.
God, I might need to play this. I didn't know this existed.
Neither did I.
That's crazy. Yep, and there's your hero.
You can tell this is a Game Boy game.
And that was the opponent taking their turn. That's what that music was. Wow! My mind here.
Oh, you're totally playing this on stream, I can tell.
I'm going to. I have to. I didn't know it existed. Yeah, see, and the number is the number of units in that unit, in that stack.
Yeah, I had no idea what I was doing when I played this game.
That's wild. We're playing that. When I started streaming, some of the first streams I did were Heroes of Might and Magic streams. I'm terrible at it, but it was like, I love this game, so I'm going to play it. Which, it turns out, by the way, that's not the way to get a lot of viewership, but
Yeah,
it's a fun way to stream.
I'm in the same boat. Like, I'm always at war with, like, I want to play the games I want to play, and I want to play that'll get me views, you know? So it's like, I play the games that I want to play, but when I want to start getting views, like, okay, fine, I'll set, like, you know, like, that's why my Sunday streams are for, like, one-offs. You know, they'll play just kind of games I want to play or whatever. Like I'm doing like then Cyberpunk. I don't want to. And the Tuesdays are supposed to be like switch between games or whatever. I don't know. I tried a variety or whatever.
Yep, you take a shotgun approach to it.
That's the way to do it. I have a tendency to just kind of sit and play only games that I like. And like I know a lot of the big games are the ones that are like you play with friends, like Peak and stuff like that. And Among Us, that's an older one, but you know what I mean? The trending hot multiplayer game. And that's not me, bro.
Yeah.
It's just not me.
No.
Couldn't do it.
I mean, I like getting people into like a multiplayer thing and having shenanigans happen. We all go play Marvel Rivals or GTA or Minecraft or honestly, a Fallout 76 stream sounds kind of fun.
I've got a friend who swears by that game. He loves it. Has loved it since it came out. And if it didn't have such a huge requirement on my SD, I might do it. But
no,
SSD.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like, I actually recently bought a 2 terabyte SSD for my computer because I had like a 5 terabyte SSD for the longest time, and I had to do like the uninstall dance or whatever. And so like I just downloaded a crap ton of my favorite games onto it, and I still got roughly a terabyte left. It's great.
Yeah, no, I started my system when I built mine 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I started with a 3 terabyte hard drive, and then I bought a 2 terabyte hard drive, and then I bought a 3 terabyte hard drive after that. That's external.
Oh, that reminds me. I remember when my hard drive died, and I bought a 2 terabyte hard drive. I felt like the king of the world because I had a 2 terabyte hard drive. It was so awesome. I still have the old rig. It's probably still in there. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Maybe launch it out of a cannon. Yeah, I mean, just for fun.
Who knows?
Well, you know what's really mind blowing? I'll never forget it. Back when 20 gigabytes was a lot for a hard drive, I had a friend at a LAN party who gave me a 40 gigabyte hard drive, and I had 60 gigabytes. Dude, you didn't know how much stuff that could install. I couldn't fill it up.
This has got to be back in like
I couldn't do it.
Like I remember, my parents gave me a computer. It was like a Walmart computer from like 2004. It was like an HP thing. So for a starter computer for a kid, it was pretty decent, I would say. It had a 40 gigabyte hard drive. I thought it was king of the world.
And now,
it's amazing,
now we're looking
it?
back at it, going, amateurs.
So
like I have a thumb drive next to me that could fit like I can't even count the number of those hard drives inside.
Yeah. No, I'm actually like I'm kind of fishing it out right now because like we were talking about what is it? Yep, here it is. So we're talking about like me being a baller for having 40 gigs. This is 128 right here.
Yeah.
USB 3.0.
Oh man.
It's that I remember having a 256 megabyte MP3 player back in the day and thinking it was just the craziest thing.
Oh, you want to talk about MP3 players? Guess how much space my first MP3 player had? 128.
Oh.
Megabytes.
A little bit shyer than what I had, but I went upended with what I got.
It was like little Sansa ones. Gosh, I miss when they this is one of the things that I'm really happy with Gen Z. They're bringing back a lot of old tech.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole custom iPod scene. Like I feel like we're just a few years from dedicated MP3 players starting to become mainstream again. Like I feel like the need is building up there.
Yeah.
And I think companies are going to start making like a lot of them again.
I was wrong on my hard drive. I decided to take a look because I was doubting. My base hard drive is 1.64 terabytes, and I've only used up not even 59 0.59 terabytes. I haven't even used up even that much.
here's one thing about like whenever they do the 2000s, it's like oh, everybody had an iPod back then. No, I mean like if people had an iPod, the average person had at best an iPod Nano. Like,
Yeah,
most
I never owned an
people
iPod.
had like the other MP3s. Like my favorite was a Creative Zen. It had like 4 gigabytes, had an SSD, you could put an SD card in it, had a radio. Like I remember I had like a 1.5 inch screen or whatever, and I used to download anime from the internet. That was 2004. It would be an RMVB format, and I had to literally convert it on my PC to put it onto this tiny freaking screen. And that's how I watched Gundam Wing. I think I watched Shaman King. Like, I watched a lot of anime on that.
Oh, that's fun.
Yep.
Now I'm on Amazon looking at MP3 players. I think I might have to get one. I never listen to music on my phone because it's a pain in the ass to bother with SD cards.
Well,
so it'd be cool to have a dedicated device.
Well, the thing is, my cell phone has like 128 gigs on it, plus an SD card. I think I have a 64 gig on it. You know, see, the thing for me is I have to have Bluetooth headphones because like I can't go back to wired. Because like Bluetooth headphones, especially if you're like walking around, oh god, they're so much better. So it's so much better. I can't do wired.
I'm like you. I can't do wired anymore either. Excuse me.
But Squid, I would look into maybe getting a modified iPod because like there's a whole modding scene for iPods that like add Bluetooth, USB-C, and some stuff. So like maybe that.
That's cool. Either that or I might look into a Zune. I've always wanted a Zune.
If I were to spend money, I would actually get a Creative Zen again because I remember it felt really nice. Like the buttons felt nice. It had kind of like a premium-y plastic feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never owned a good MP3 player. They were always the one that I had that was 256 gigabytes had 2 AA batteries, and it was like a Think Geek gift back in the early 2000s that you got for free with something. And then I got some random little piece of crap iPod Nano ripoff from Best Buy, and I just used that until like my cell phone.
This is the one that I swore by.
Huh.
Creative Zen. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, look at look at like it had a obviously I'm not going to pay that much for them, but like look at how nice that looks.
That is really cool, especially for the time. That's a nice screen.
Yeah, for me, I have this like mid to late 2000s or whatever.
Well, I mean, that's when I was going to college. So while doing my work, I would have my iPod Nano and just a boatload of music just playing as I did it.
Well, basically about like 2012-ish, I got an iPod Touch, which I still have that iPod Touch. And
Stuck somewhere in the attic.
Squid, actually no, it's over that way. Squid, do you want to see my college iPod Touch that I've had for 12 years? Which, by the way, still works.
That's cool. That's the kind of tech you should keep.
Yeah,
always.
One of those things are like a future. Let's see here. Right, here it is. Okay, cool. Sorry, while I'm here, I'm also grabbing something else. All right, cool.
He's grabbing his antimatter device.
Yes, I am actually. Hey, Peter Venkman fan club.
Hey,
with an
what's
added.
up?
Oh man. So here it is. Let me actually full screen myself. Sorry, it's getting a little toasty in here. So yes.
Oh
yes,
yeah,
that is it.
Oh wow.
Like you have no idea. Like this area right here is just all dead pixels. You can literally the circuit board is exposed.
That's funny.
I guarantee you though, if I were to plug this in, it probably would work because I've used it like a few years ago. It's a 32 gigger. This is an iPod Nano, iPod Touch 3rd generation. Like this is like when they first introduced the App Store. Yeah, these things were so cool back in the day. These iPod Touches. This one is a more recent acquisition. I bought this like 5 years or so ago. This iPod still works. It's 30 gig, but yeah. I don't know.
Wow!
I like what?
I just took a look at the new iPod Nano. There's a new one, 7th generation, $263. No, thank you.
They stopped making
Yeah.
iPods. I think they stopped making I think they stopped it like a couple years ago. They stopped doing the iPod touches. But they haven't done the Nano, gosh, in like over 10 years.
Oh yeah, that I knew. That I knew. I was just wondering how expensive they'd be.
Do you remember that one iPod Nano that was like the precursor to the Apple Watch?
No, I've never owned an iPod. I've never owned the only Mac product I have ever actually owned is the iPhone that I'm currently using to capture myself. And that was just something I bought because it was the cheapest model, the oldest model that could run the software that I need.
I'm an
I've
Android
actually
guy, so.
never owned. See, I've used Macintosh products like back in school, but if it wasn't school, I've been Windows ever
I'm
all
a
my
Windows
life,
guy myself.
since like 3.1.
I like you. I also did use Macs in schools because like a lot of all my animation classes, video stuff. I owned a iBook G3, like the clamshell ones that actually look like clam. I think I had one of those in like 2009. I bought it so that I could write on it. It did its purpose. Like I wrote a lot of my early comic book scripts on it. So like I wrote it and listened to music on it. So it did its purpose. But it decides when it wants to work. I mean, these things are a bit geriatric, so it's kind of understandable.
No, what is it? The only Apple products I ever had were the Nano and an iPhone.
Honestly, like if I could buy an iPod myself, I would buy a those iPod Nanos 3rd gen, like their little small ones. I've owned those before.
The shuffles?
No, the iPod Nano, like the small ones.
Oh.
Because
those
like they have
expensive.
Those are they're like 4 or 8 gigabytes, but they're like really tiny and they're really nice.
Oh yeah.
I've owned them before. They're pretty cool.
I imagine they're $1,000 these days.
I don't know about that.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you guys, I should have been saying this throughout the stream. That's one of my bad things. I sometimes forget to ask for likes. So.
Oh yeah.
I get like so caught up in the conversation. But yeah.
Reminds me, I need to
this
do
is what
my
they look
usual.
like, Squid. Like they were tiny little things.
Oh wow, that's small.
Yeah. But yeah, I wish MP3 players would like make a full comeback. That'd be nice.
Oh yeah.
It's convenient to have, honestly. I'm looking at ones right. I'm going to get one tonight. This conversation is reignited, even if it's just a crappy little one.
I mean, they do make new MP3 players. There are new ones that are actually pretty modern and new. I would kind of do some research. You'd be like, hey, what's the best one to get or whatever. Oh, now you're in the corner of the screen.
What?
Oh crap! What did I do?
What did you do?
How did I do that?
You hit Control Alt Delete.
I mean, heck, I remember for a while I was using a PSP as an MP3 player.
Yeah, people used to use their DSs as MP3 players too.
Yeah.
I think was it DS?
Yeah, DS. Yeah. The thing is, you had to have basically a modified DS. I think the DSi could have music on it, and the 3DS actually you could use it as an MP3 player. The thing is, by the time the 3DS came along, most people were listening to music on their phones because that's kind of the thing. Is honestly, like, as much as I love MP3 players, it's just so much more convenient to just have the music on your phone and just put it through Bluetooth. It's just so much easier.
Yep.
It's hard to justify it, is what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I used to like with the Nano. That was the last really wired headset I had. Then when they came out with Bluetooth a few years later, that's all I've used since.
Yeah, Bluetooth is really great. I could see myself getting like a small MP3 player for like when I'm exercising, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I still kind of like wired headphones, but Bluetooth makes more sense. I live where it gets very cold, and that is how you ruin headphones in the winter, is wearing them outside and letting the cord freeze.
Hey, Retro Cinema Space Kings, how you doing, buddy? We're kind of talking about MP3 players right now.
Yeah, we've fallen down weird rabbit holes.
Oh God, all stream.
Look, thankfully we've avoided the Star Wars black hole.
Which I'm surprised, because we actually were talking about Star Wars there for a little bit. And see, Squid. So I have this thing called the Star Wars black hole, where it's like every time we start talking about Star Wars, it just sucks you in, and just like 5 hours later, you're just talking about it. So it's like, all right, guys, let's just kind of move on. I don't want to get sucked in the black hole. That's what we're talking about here.
No, that's funny. Yeah, we managed to sidestep it, actually.
I am surprised. I am actually surprised. Good job, everybody. And if you'd like to sidestep the black hole, please give us a like.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, MP3 players were awesome. They made great Christmas gifts to kind of tie it in. Like, oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
Tech was always a big thing. See, here's my thing. I was born 11 days before Christmas, so I'm one of those people who get.
Hey.
What?
Oh, I wasn't, but I'm also a Christmas-ish baby, so I feel the pain.
I get it. You don't want to reveal personal information. I get it. That's fine.
No, my grandfather and my cousin, Jessica. My grandfather was born on December 30th, and my cousin the day before Christmas.
Oh.
So talking about
actually,
I
knew someone who was born on Christmas Eve.
Oh.
It sucks that it sucks too, because it's such a great time of year, but it just gets swallowed into everything.
The only thing good about it is, and I think a lot of people like me played this tactic of, hey, here's this really big gift. Can it be my combined birthday and Christmas present? Like, you know, like you like, because most people are like, all right, we wouldn't normally get it to him as a Christmas present, but combined birthday and Christmas, okay, we could spend a little bit more. Like, I got some game consoles that way.
Yeah, no, that's since I was born in February, the day I wish I was born, since I'm the second of two, I wish I was born on February 29th. That one birthday that only happens once every 4 years.
I've known some leap year people, like a guy. I once knew this guy. He used to go to my church, who technically was in his 80s, but he was like 16, legally.
Yeah, legally he's like 16.
Isn't the law that if you're born on the leap year, technically speaking, your birthday is like the day before?
Yes, for most things, yes. It's just so that you're counted as legally able to join the military, drink, all that. Because if they count it any other way, you're only like 3. That doesn't work.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm just taking a look, seeing the year I was born.
Imagine like you just like, oh, it's my sweet 16, and it's like a person who looks like a geriatric grandma. It's like, oh, yeah, I my sweet. Like, but when you realize, oh, she is actually turning 16. It is her sweet 16.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm sorry, I would actually throw a sweet 16 birthday party for that grandmother. Just
for sure.
That would be adorable.
Would be freaking adorable.
It would, you know, because like she's like 80 something years old and she's finally turning 16. Like, yeah, let her have it, you know.
Yeah, let her have it. To hell with it.
Oh gosh. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I've ever really had a proper birthday party. I don't think so. I don't know, like.
No, I had one. I had one singular one because my dad would never let me reposition my birthday. I was like, can I have like an early birthday party or something? No.
I
okay.
know like members of my family have proposed like a half birthday kind of thing in July. That was brought up, never did anything. I think the thing is, even as you get older, the most I can do is get people together, go out to eat on my birthday, and that's like some things I do a lot. Is because as an adult, it's a lot easier to like wrangle up some of your friends, and be like, "Hey, let's just go out to eat for my dinner. Like, I'll pay for my own meal. You know, we'll tell it to the waiter or whatever, and then they'll sing. And I'll get my free ice cream or whatever. It'll be a good time. Don't have, like literally you're like, and you just say, I don't need any presents. Your presence is your time, and then most friends are able to accommodate that. You're like, okay. Yeah. It's like I don't have to pay for your dinner. I don't have to give you a present. There's no pressure. You just want to have purely like most friends are able to do that in your adult age, and I do enjoy that. Sometimes I have some friends where like the only time I can get them out of the house is to celebrate my birthday with me.
Oh, so you mean you're
God bless their souls. God bless their souls. But
so you're not putting a rope around their body and dragging them outside?
Dude, do you know how cold it gets in Michigan at night? Come on, I'm an a-hole, but I'm not a monster.
No, I mean for where I grew up, it's not the winter we had to worry about, not at all. It's the summer. Living on the Gulf Coast of Texas, you've got humidity and heat.
Oh, yeah, that's really humid down there.
Very much so.
So it's a wet heat. It's a wet, because you know the excuse like, oh, it's a dry heat. No, you have a wet heat.
Yeah, no, it's a wet heat. You're basically broiling.
It sounds like that.
And that's the thing about Michigan is we have both wet heat and wet cold. Because you know, obviously we got the Great Lakes. There's a lot of moisture in the air, so
yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. When you guys actually have summer, you get the heat.
Yeah,
like not as much.
Right now, looking at my computer, it's currently 30 degrees outside. But here in Michigan, in the depths of winter, it can get to about it can get in the negatives, like -1, -2. I think last winter we had this stretch where it was like -10 at night. And during the day, it was like -2 or -3.
Oh, yeah. I live someplace where it doesn't get above 0 for quite a few days, too. Lots of negative numbers.
Layering.
You get the wind chill in there, that gets up to -30 sometimes.
Okay, so basically what
layering is your best friend. Layering is your best friend.
So basically what you're telling me is that if I wanted to go up there and visit you during winter, basically I'd have to wrap myself in several layers of thickness.
Three parkas at least. What layer? Okay, so this is something that like Southern people don't understand. So layering is you have like a thin layer at the bottom for like the sweat.
Yeah, that I get it.
And then you have a layer on top of it. You usually like a sweater or a hoodie. That's like your middle layer, like a little thicker, and that's also long sleeve. And then you have your jacket on top of that, and usually the jacket is made of like some sort of harder material because like leather is actually really good in the winter because it just stops the wind right then and there. But the problem is leather isn't really a good insulator. It's just very good for blocking. So if you have that middle layer, it can actually be kind of nice, kind of toasty. Like for example, you know, like I'll use a hoodie and also Dove down jackets. Ooh, they are great, but they're fragile as frick.
So basically, I could just flick it with my finger and they break. Nice.
Kind of, yeah. Squid, have you ever messed with those Dove down jackets?
I don't think so. I've had down bedding, but I've never had it down. I've always gone with the synthetic
They're
stuff.
nice. They're nice. Like they're comfy. They're warm. But like the little like the plastic that holds them in are usually like kind of thin. So like just one, and especially just one rip. And like that section just piles on out, you know. So you got to be really careful with them. But they're warm. They are warm. They are warm.
I just took a look at what these things look like. They're
very. You look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, they look very frail. Oh my.
But yeah, they're nice.
Yeah. No, layering's definitely a thing. I like onesies during the winter because I'll usually wear leggings and then a shirt and then maybe a long sleeve shirt and then over that, I'll throw a onesie on, like
Uh,
because they're really warm too.
I mean, I'm also like pretty warm natured, so like I'm pretty resistant to it.
Oh, see, I'm a cold person. I'm a very
I
cold
like the
person.
cold. Like I'm one of those people where I think 60 degrees is very refreshing. Like it energizes me. Like I love 60 degrees. Like 50 degrees I'm fine with. 40 degrees I can manage. Like I guarantee you, if you were to tell me to like go outside, because I'm wearing like jeans and this t-shirt, and like put on some shoes and go outside for like 5 minutes, I could probably do it with no sweat. 5-10 minutes. Like there's been times where like I'm getting ready in the morning, and like you know, I get out of the shower, I put my pants on, you know, and I'm about to do my stuff, but I have to like start my car up to let it warm up. And so I'll run up to my car. It'll be like 14 degrees out. I'm shirtless. I'm just in jeans, Crocs, and that's it, you know. And
I have a tendency to go barefoot in the snow.
Oh yeah, I love going barefoot. But like I'll run up to my car because like modern cars don't need to warm up as much. But the warming up is just to get the heater going and that kind of thing. So because like usually by that time it's like, oh, maybe take me like an additional 15 minutes to like brush my teeth, you know, like that kind of stuff. So I start the car, finish up getting ready, and then go. But like 14 degrees out, I'm shirtless and I'm running out there. Sometimes I'll have to like clear off the snow and like, I'm sorry, this is me bragging. I'm totally bragging.
No,
right
you're
now.
fine. See, I'm
Like,
the reverse.
14 degrees out, shirtless. I'm still kind of wet from the shower, and I'm like brushing the snow out. Like I don't know.
I'm the reverse of the two of you. I'm a walking furnace. So whenever the temperature drops low around my feet, I feel it. It's bad.
Well, for me, a lot of it is I used to walk to the library every day, like after high school. I mean, it's a long story. Or bike. Like you have not known pain until you're biking to the library and it's 4 degrees out, okay? And you don't have gloves. So what you're doing is you're like riding like this. You got one hand on your handlebars. You got one hand in your pocket, you know, kind of warming yourself up. And then this hand starts like you start to get the pain. So you switch. And then you switch. And you know, kind of thing. Like, oh
wow,
gosh.
that is insane.
It's like you go, it's 4 degrees, and like a few hours later, it's the afternoon, and it's warmed up to 12 degrees.
Oh, retro. Yeah, well, I'm doing fine. Holy cow, I didn't notice that post. Whoa.
No,
bad.
it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, Squid. I'm sure you have like very similar like winter stories of like I'm of the fact that like, oh, don't even think about buying a rear wheel drive car if you're gonna drive it all year round. Don't even think about that.
You know, I actually have never even owned a car.
Oh.
I've always been a pedestrian. And part of it is I'm scared of driving in the winter, and winter where I live lasts half the year. So if I can go places with other people and then just manage with deliveries on my own, I'm fine with
it
that.
can be scary. I've had some stuff like, honestly, it's kind of rite of passage to like get into a ditch, and I've had it happen. But
I've
like basically, if you're gonna go to like Michigan or some other northern place and you're gonna live there, for love of God, either have a front wheel drive or all wheel drive vehicle. If you have a Mustang, drive it during the summer. Like once November hits, just put in the like if it's July, drive that Mustang, have your fun. But once November hits, put it in the garage, please, for love of God.
You know,
I've helped a lot of people in deep snow try to get up and down my streets because my streets usually don't get plowed until the next day. So you have people with very ill-prepared cars and they never know what to do and they're spinning out all over the place.
My best advice.
Why do you have a car
like that? The best advice I can give to people is when you start to lose control, the worst thing you can do is panic. Just go through it as best you can, because a lot of the times, if you like, especially like with the older car, with the newer cars with traction control, is usually what'll happen is you'll start to kind of like break out a little bit. Traction control will kick in. Just go forward, because the last thing you can do is panic. Because when you panic and you try and overcorrect, that's gonna make it worse. Just keep going. That's the best thing I can say to people.
Yep, and I agree with you. And the only reason I know that is my brother lost control of his vehicle going out the back exit of our school.
Oh, you want to? Okay. By the way, you think it's crazy driving in the snow? Like I've been in like my brother-in-law's trucks. We're driving around in the winter, and they'll fishtail on purpose. Like they'll just let their car like break out and like fishtail on purpose just for the fun of it. Like that is how crazy some of these people can be. I have been in a car. I've been in trucks and SUVs where they've done that. Oh my god! Like I'm not brave enough for that. I do not have the skill. I do not have the vehicle for that, so I don't do it.
They fishtail on purpose.
But yeah, like
that's insane.
Drive slower, just drive careful. Be a little more on alert. But just know it's gonna happen. There's gonna be times you're gonna slide. Just be careful, and just move with it. Move with the slide, because like if you try and like jerk your wheel, either way, it's just gonna make it a frick ton worse.
No, you're gonna spiral out of control at that point.
Yeah, if you're like, because the thing is, if you're gonna spin or you're gonna go out of control, you're already lost control. So just spinning it is just gonna make it worse. So if it happens, it happens. But most of the time, it'll break out a little bit, traction control chicken, and just go forward. And even doing the brakes, like brakes sometimes works, sometimes it makes it worse. It's kind of a judgment call, but yeah. Oh, that reminds me of another story. So a buddy of mine was in the military and he was stationed in Texas, all right? So like Texas is like the kind of state where they get like a dusting of snow. They shut the state down. You know what I'm saying? And so they had one of those snowstorms. And my buddy and a couple of them had leave. So they were driving out of Texas. They were the only ones on the highway. They get stopped by a cop, okay? And he says, "Sir, do you realize the highway shut down?" And he says, "Sir, look at my driver's license." He looked down, saw a Michigan driver's license. He's like, "Okay, sir, drive safe. Have a nice day." And then walked back to his car.
That I believe.
Yeah.
Like just imagine. Because like, you're in Texas, snowstorm. People want to get somewhere. And you're the one guy from Michigan where it's like, yeah, this is easy. Like for a Michiganian, like driving that kind of stuff, that's easy. I have a very particular set of skills.
There was one point in my life, I believe it was 2005, 2004. I just had my fourth surgery, whatever it was. This is the year that Texas actually got snowed, like 6 inches of snow, all the way down to the Mexican border.
Yeah, that froze everything, didn't it? Like your pipes weren't prepared.
Oh yeah,
Nothing.
yeah, that was yes. Like, and by the way, 6 inches of snow, even by Michigan standards, is a lot. Just to put that in perspective. To be fair, we get 6 inches of snow more often, and we have the infrastructure for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Like we have like snow trucks. We have an arm, like a whole infrastructure around 6 inches of snow. Like 6 inches of snow is commonplace, but it's still a lot by Michigan standards. Now, Texas, the problem with Texas is they don't have the infrastructure for snow.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, 6 inches is apocalyptic levels of snow.
Oh, yeah.
6 inches of snow as a Michigan is like, oh, great. That's, maybe shut schools down. Maybe
okay, I was wrong.
Like, the roads are going to be clear by the end of the day, basically.
I was wrong. I knew I was wrong. It was big for me, but that's because I've never seen this. In 2004, which, yeah, that's when I had a surgery, and it was during winter. In December, when I had a surgery 2 months prior, it snowed 4.4 inches in Corpus Christi, where I live.
That's still a lot.
That's still a lot. So, yeah, everything was shut down. We couldn't go do anything. Well, granted, my cousins were out in the backyard throwing snowballs, all that good stuff. But when your legs just got operated on, there's not much you can do.
Yeah.
Shaking my fist at you, Mother Nature. Why couldn't you do it 2 months prior? Come on, work with me.
Let's see here. So the single biggest snowfall in Metro Detroit during the 2000s was 16.3 inches, which happened in 2011.
Oof. That's deep.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Like I remember snowstorms. We don't get as big snowstorms nowadays as we did back in the I remember the 90s. But like back then we get like 12 inches, 18 inches, like 8 inches. Nowadays our big snowstorms are like 4 to 6, maybe 8 inches of snow. But yeah, we don't get as big a snowstorms as we did back then. But it's wild.
Well, I think it's like cyclical. Mother Nature doesn't operate the way the environmentalists want you to believe. It goes through cycles.
Well, the other thing is also like I'm in Metro Detroit. So here's the thing about Michigan is we have this thing called the snow belt. That's on the western side of the state. So you know how Michigan is like surrounded by Great Lakes?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys get the lake effect snow there, don't you?
Yeah, that's like it's like a kind of like a band on the western side of the state. So like I'm on the eastern side, the western side, where they get like a ton of snow. But like it can often be like just like a half hour away and they don't get as much because it's just like lake effect. It's called snow belt. It's really wild.
That's Mother Nature for you. She either loves you or she hates you, or both.
Push us up glasses.
Oh, there goes Kipster. Let him tell you about the Halloween blizzard of 1991. He'll tell you for hours.
I like people like this. Oh, back in my day.
I've heard about it many a time.
Oh,
I mean, I live in Michigan. We get some snowstorms.
I just looked it up. It says here that the snowfall of that day was 24 inches.
24? That's half my height.
So that's why he talks about it so much.
That's half my height. I'm 5'2". That's half my height.
That's crazy.
So the biggest one that in Michigan is we had the Great Blizzard of '78. 10 to 30 inches of snow in some areas.
Wow, up to 30. That's crazy.
Yeah, granted this is '78, so like my parents might remember it, but I obviously don't.
I wonder, you know what, Kipster? I wonder if that's the blizzard that hit Ohio that the Star Wars Christmas special was talking about.
Probably.
Remember? They were talking about a huge blizzard that hit Ohio. I bet that's the same blizzard. And about how there weren't as many babies as they expected there to be because the men were all shoveling. That's what they said on the news.
Because what they don't tell you is the reason why most kids are born in the summer is because, well, when it's winter and it's cold, people often turn to their loved ones for comfort. They get really close, and when people close, things tend to get exchanged. And 9 months later.
Well, I mean that's one way of putting it. Oh my.
But yeah, like that is kind of a thing. Like people, do tend to make babies in the winter, just warmth.
Yeah, for no other reason. We promise. My bad jokes have no limits sometimes. Oh my god.
Here's one that like I remember back in 2003. I'm looking at it right now. This led to Detroit's ninth snowiest winter with 16.9 inches. That's over the winter. April 3rd, 4th. Oh gosh, yeah. I remember this 03 blizzard. It was like white hell.
So I'm guessing you want somebody from Texas to come up at that point to bring the heat with them and just melt it all down? Just saying.
No, it's just really funny to watch people from southern climes have to come here in the winter. It's always funny to us. It's always
and
funny.
It's even more hilarious when you have someone from like northern climates and like here's the favorite thing is it's January in Michigan where it's like teens, negatives. And then you go down to Florida for a week to visit people. It's like 60 degrees out. Everyone's in their parkas. You're in like shorts and a t-shirt and you're like, whoa, this is a bit toasty, guys, and everyone looks at you like you're freaking insane. It's like,
no, he's not wrong.
Literally 5 hours ago, I was in -2 degree weather. This is Kasana compared,
Well, he's not wrong. Because during the hunting season in Texas, we would go out hunting, and the temperature's dropping in the 50s and the 60s, and here I am in a thick jacket, like freezing to death, and here you guys are in much colder temperatures. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't survive. But Texas is only that way for 2 months. 2 months.
I mean, that's fair. Where I live is there like half the year.
Yeah, basically in Michigan from November till March is winter.
The only months I haven't seen snow in are July, August, September. July, August, September. I have seen snow in every other month at some point besides those 3 months. Usually it's very sparing, but I've seen it happen in June.
Huh. Interesting.
In June?
It was just in very early June. It was a sprinkling, but it was there.
I think the latest I've seen snow in Michigan is April. I know my sister, she has like a thing called birthday snow, where like it snowed on her birthday, and like every so often it'll snow on her birthday. It's like, oh, look at my birthday snow. But like, yeah, April, still snowing in April, you know?
That is nuts.
Because usually it's like really cold. But like in March, by about the middle half of March is when the weather starts to break. So like March 1st, you're in your parka. March 29th, you're in shorts, essentially.
You know,
and then by May, spring is pretty much here in force. April's a terrible month because like it could be like 35 degrees and sleet. Like, oh my god, I don't mind the snow. Like the snow you can cover up, you can go around in. But when it's like 35 degrees, like above freezing, you got like this sleeting rain. That is the worst. Like April is, oh god, I hate it. I hate that month.
I hate spring. I hate the rain.
That is Texas's typical winter. We have to worry about sleet more than snow.
Like literally, I can deal with it being -5 and 8 inches of snow. That's fine. Let's make snow angels, you know? But when it's 30, let's say 33, and it's like freezing rain and the sleet, and it's just like it's just mud, patches of snow here or there. You don't know how, like some of the roads are ice, like you got like black ice. You don't know what part is icy. You don't part it like it's like slush. You know, it's like you try and go through your boots get wet. It's
You know
but
what?
give me like -5, 8 inches of snow. I can deal with that. Just put on a big pair of boots, layer the frick up, and just go. I can deal with that.
You know what? Reason number 95 why we need the flying cars from Back to the Future. I'm just saying.
Doc, you made a car out of a DeLorean?
Yeah.
All right, Squid, question for you. If you could have any fictional vehicle from like movies, TV, video games, comics, whatever, you know, what would you have? Money, reality, it doesn't matter.
Well, let's see here. Can I have Tank Girl's tank?
Sure.
Wow.
I'll take the tank, please.
I'll allow it.
My brother graduated basic training from Fort Knox. Fort Knox has a museum that you can visit too as a civilian. Because Fort Knox is where the tank training is done, there's a bumper sticker that says "Drive defensively, buy a tank."
Yeah, there's actually like an air museum here in my town. They actually have a World War II B-52 bomber that's actually like still flies.
Oh, nice.
One of these days, I actually would like to go up on a ride in like a B-52 Flying Fortress. Like, I don't know, it just seems like a cool experience.
It would be.
Like, oh my god, I've actually been right up to like they have an air show, and I've actually like been right up close to Warthog. I like the the A-10 Warthog, and oh gosh, Let's see here. Starting to see if I have the photos. Actually, I have them on my Facebook. I can show them real quick. Those guns are huge. They're
Oh,
like huge.
I have no doubt about that. I have no doubt. It's just like the guns on the Missouri, all the battleships. Those things are ginormous.
All right. Yeah.
I am going to have to, I'm afraid, leave shortly.
Yeah.
If that's
we're gonna be wrapping up here in a sec.
Okay.
I just want to. So here is like a cockpit of one. There's that, and then look at that thing. I think that's a jet. But still.
Yeah, they're not small. You would think they are because of the way the ship looks, but when you compare yourself to it, it's not tiny.
I mean, I'm an F-14. I'm an F-14 Tomcat fan, so whatever.
Yes.
The only thing I know about planes is F-14s because my uncle flew one, so I was obsessed with them for a short while.
I mean, Top Gun is like my favorite movie of all time, but like, yeah, the F-14 is like the coolest aircraft ever.
They were thinking about giving it an upgrade so they could continue using it, but they chose not to.
Did you know that the F-14 was actually used in Vietnam?
Yeah.
The very last day, like literally the very last day during the evacuation of Saigon, there was F-14s in the skies above Saigon. So the F-14 was technically used in Vietnam.
Interesting.
But yeah, we're gonna wrap up here. Thank you, Squidorable. Vaughn, you're not here, but thank you. And thank you for Squidorable's audience for the support. We really do support you. Really appreciate you. So, Game Master Kip, Movie Theater King, Starscream was an F-15. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vinkman Fan Club for tuning in. Drago, Happy Dino. We love you. So, next stream is going to be tomorrow at 8 p.m. We're doing some Cyberpunk 2077, The Phantom Liberty. All right, I respect that, Kip. Sunday, we're doing Baldur's Gate 2. Tuesday, we're doing Golden Sun. And next Friday, we're reviewing the comic book Huntress, Cry for Blood, which is kind of a favorite of mine.
Yeah,
Should
I
be
need to
interesting.
get that. I need to.
Squidorable, I will definitely be having you on again. Like probably like that Star Trek 09 I think would be a good review.
Yeah, I think that I would come with notes ready to properly debate.
Yeah, I think we might do that because I do these at the end of the month. I might do it at the end of January. I think that because like I'll probably want to do something for December, but like end of January, kind of rough pencil that in.
All right.
Fine.
I'll see you guys.
All right. So thank you, everybody. And it's been Nick from the Phoenix Press. Remember, I can let you at the door. You don't have to walk through it.